Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ask a Scientist Gaming, where we combine mediocre gameplay with expert science. I'm Ken Hansen, a professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry at Florida State University. I'm a photochemist slash photophysicist. I like to shine light on molecules and materials and hopefully do something useful with that energy, whether it's energy transfer, electron transfer, a lot of solar energy conversion, some photocatalysis, some photomechanics. But more importantly, joining me today is Dr. Haochuan Mao. Haochuan, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Yeah, my name is Haochuan Mao. I'm a assistant professor at Florida State University, chemistry and biochemistry. I'm interested in molecular spin chemistry. Specifically, I like to shine light on molecules and look at the spin in the excited states and for the quantum information science application. So I teach physical chemistry too, which is mostly on quantum mechanics. I'm also be teaching experimental methods in physical chemistry and also a graduate version of physical chemistry.
Awesome. Equally important, what game are we starting with?
Oh yeah, we're gonna start with Solstice.
Solstice. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? We are diving back. This is what, 1986? I don't remember the date on this one.
Yeah, I don't really know. I've never played this game, and I just heard good things about it, and it's been very complicated.
I love it. Oh, there we go. 1989. So this is a later Nintendo game.
So if I just press start.
Yep. We have cheat codes on, but not all the cheat codes.
So it's a classic. A princess got kidnapped, and I need to.
So I love it. Most guests, like when I ask them what they want to play, they like pick one of their favorites from their childhood. Not Haochuan. He was like, "I'm gonna play a game I've never played before."
That'd be fun.
So we're gonna do a puzzle game.
Because I learned that there are a lot of interesting games in NES, but I've never played NES. That's how I picked this game. Okay. This looks like I can push this.
Man, there are streamers that are committed to beating every Nintendo game, and so they're just committing to beating all of them.
They're hard.
Wild Blueberry, welcome. Thank you for joining us. First time chat. Throw your questions in chat. Haochuan will answer them. We'll dive in a little bit. We're going to let him warm up to a game that he has never played before. But we are cheating. We have Game Genie codes. Cuddle Puppy, welcome back. Yes, I was spamming chat with all sorts of emotes because I have my emote hotkey buttons. Cuddle Puppy is critiquing the narrative of this game. I like how it took until SNES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, before game designers realized you could have story other than woman got kidnapped, save her, which is my understanding of this story. Yeah. You're right, Cuddle Puppy. Lack of creativity. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think you can pick it up, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't think I can pick it up on that this pillar for some reason.
Interesting. You had to push it off.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't seen a lock, so I don't know what I should do with the magic key.
Yeah, if any backseat gamers, anyone has feedback on how we beat this game, feel free to throw it in chat. Because yeah, Haochuan is blind playing through this for the first time while talking to me, while answering questions from chat. It's going to be a journey. How are you liking the game so far, though?
Yeah, I think it's fun so far. I think it is puzzling because it's a puzzle game.
Yeah.
I think what's interesting about this game is so the audience may not notice, but the orientation is kind of weird. So if you press up and down, it's this direction. If you press left and right, it's the other direction. Sometimes you kind of get lost because of the orientation.
So have you heard of the game Marble Madness?
Marble Madness.
Marble and go around the screen?
Oh, I don't
Marble Madness was really clever. When you start the game, it has this 45-degree orientation.
I see.
But it allows you to play either way, where you
Oh.
can set the axis that you want to play on.
So there is a button to control the rotation, I guess.
Yeah. When you start, you select one of the two options.
Oh,
and so it actually lets you.
Can you change in the middle of the game?
Nope, you're stuck with it. But it's only, I mean, if you're good at it, it's only a 5-minute game.
I see.
Cuddle Puppy, does Dr. Mao spin chemistry right round, baby right round, like a record, baby right round, right round? Are you familiar with that song?
No, I'm not.
he's diving into the lyrics. What's that?
Right, wrong.
It's by Dead or Alive, and it's called You Spin Me Round, like a record. And that's what the 80s look like. It's quintessential 80s right there.
Spin me around.
Yeah. No, you should look that up.
Yeah,
and then make
check it out.
Theme of your research group.
Yeah, so
spin-based songs.
So one of my undergrad is thinking about making a video of the group. Maybe that can be
the music.
Good idea for the music.
Spin doctors. What else? Spin Cuddle Puppy. Do it. Oh my God. I'm gonna assume this YouTube video is that. Yeah, there it is. Oh man. Skip the ad. We need pure, unadulterated 1980s.
Wow. You spin me right now.
Jen, I hope you're taking notes.
Is Jen on?
No, if she is, she needs to do spin me round. I like it. Spectroctopus says, if only a magnet could orient you in space like birds. A strong enough magnet can, right? We can float frogs. There's no reason we can't float a Haochuan.
I'm sure.
Oh, you should show them the map if you haven't done the select, I think. Yeah, there you go. That is the map. And it's at 45 degrees, so that's convenient. So you see these potions. He can use these potions when he goes back into the gameplay.
Let me select one. Because I'm still very...
Can you use it at any time, or it's only after the menu?
I think only one time after the menu.
Okay, then you got to reselect it. So you can't just spam it.
Yeah.
So spoilers, everyone, we have infinite lives and infinite potions, so Haochuan can use those as many times as he wants. But we don't have the jump cheat, which we'll have to show you guys later. It's amazing. Well, you should try killing them. See if you can... One of the potions...
Oh, yeah. I think if I... What is this? One... Yeah, let me try this.
One's a freeze, one's a damage.
Oh, yellow is freeze, I guess.
Okay. I would have gone with blue, but whatever.
Purple, I guess, is invisible. Oh, this is cute.
Alright, so we can murder them.
I'm stuck already because I don't know where to go.
Oh, check the map.
I'm also curious how I can use the key.
There's a path there. Let's take you somewhere. But yeah, if there's any Solstice experts in the chat that want a backseat game, oh, you're 3.3%. That's awesome.
Room 12.
You're making progress. I like it.
Sounds like they're like 100, maybe.
Yeah, so you haven't gone through that door yet.
True, but
just kill him. Just kill him. You have the spells. You have the potions. Oh, you went for the skill route.
I'm stuck.
Can you bring the pedestals between rooms, or does it stay in the room?
Oh, good call. I can give it a try.
All right, Haochuan, while you're exploring, one of the questions we like to ask every single guest at the start of stream, and then we do this because people think we have some predestined path to where we are today, and that's very rarely the case. So six-year-old Haochuan was not playing Solstice,
For sure.
but nonetheless, probably didn't know he was going to become a professor in chemistry and work on spin chemistry. And so there was a winding path, there were forks in the road. There were certain decisions that led 6-year-old Haochuan to where he is today. What was that path for you?
Well, I would say, I spent a lot of time playing games with my classmate in elementary school. I didn't spend a lot of time doing homework or study, but I think at the end of the elementary school, people I realized you have to do well, otherwise you cannot find a job.
That was the key.
That was the key. Yeah, so I became serious about school, and then I was very lucky to meet a very good chemistry teacher in middle school. So he really likes to brag about weird facts about chemistry, and he even taught us about entropy. Although as a middle schooler, you know nothing about entropy, but still it's a great experience because I learned that there's so much I don't know, and there's so much fun in chemistry. So I decided, oh, I can spend more time on chemistry, this specific subject. And then then it's high school. In Chinese high school, you need to study Chinese, English, math, sciences. Sciences includes chemistry, physics, and biology.
So everyone has to take chemistry, physics, and biology?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think one thing most students didn't realize before when they graduate high school is that there are so many choices major. But I kind of really like chemistry. Since I was middle school, I didn't care about other majors, and I decided to. I thought like doing research can be fun, although I knew nothing about research, but I just want to explore chemistry, and that's how I end up here. But why physical chemistry? I think the good class I really liked in college was actually organic chemistry. But by the time I was a junior year, I realized, okay, there are a lot of mechanism that's kind of needs to be proved experimentally, and then you do need to learn some, let's say, physical chemistry and computational tools to understand them.
Yeah, so you didn't want to believe the arrow pushing blindly.
Yeah, I didn't like the arrow. Although I really enjoyed it, like a mechanism questions, but I kind of didn't believe.
Yeah, no, it's very elegant on paper, and you can imagine it being true.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then I was puzzled by this. All kinds of intermediates. That's kind of insane to like undergrads. And then my undergrad advisor is very good at isolating them. That's how I got into radical chemistry, and then got to grad school and got exposed to various spectroscopy tools. And then I realized that you can not only observe those intermediates, you can also manipulate them with lights, microwave, etc. So that was kind of fun, and that's how I got exposed to quantum information science, and here I am.
I like it. So what made you decide you did grad school in Northwestern?
What made me decide? At that time I only got a few offers, and then Northwestern was actually the best offer I got. So I naturally picked it. So at that time, the advice I got was when applying, you should pick schools that has at least more than one professor that you want to do research with.
Which is great advice. We give our students that advice still.
Yeah, and then I pick a couple of them. It turns out that there are many professors that I like their research. When I got the offer, I just thought, okay, I'm lucky enough to receive offer from Northwestern. I would just go. And then I also went to the visitation weekend. So that was like first. Actually, it was the third international flight for me. But back then, the flight was like the round trip from Shanghai to Chicago was so cheap. It was like $300. So I was just okay. I should go and see how it looks like.
Yeah.
And then I really liked the school, the faculty, and although it's a little bit of a culture shock because I drank a lot back then, but it's a fun experience.
Not anymore though. We're definitely not drinking tonight. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like it.
Yeah.
Now it counts as science outreach though.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
All right. So what are we doing in the game?
I think I'm just I'm trapped here. I believe. Oh, I think because I was talking, I forgot that my goal is actually to pick this
Yeah.
the square.
So go back
and
in the
then
room
go
because
back
then
to
it'll
one of the
respawn.
room.
Because you're trying to get the platform.
Yeah.
We're just making this up as we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have no particular skill or plan in this game.
Oh, I lost that dog again. Let me see. I need to do a test. If I pick this up and then leave this room, and then can I
Can you
still
pick
drop?
up the block?
I cannot drop it.
Is that block something you can pick up?
This block?
Yeah, the one that you stood on.
I don't think so.
Because I think that one's temporary, but the other one maybe. Or we just jump cheat.
I think I need to figure out the magic key. I still don't know how to use this key.
I'm assuming when you walk in a door, it'll just work.
Okay.
But I could be way wrong.
So if I just randomly press A, I'm stuck.
You are radical and you are trapped. Get it? Chemistry humor. Thank you, Spectroctopus.
Is this Brian?
I'm not going to say who it is, but it's probably somebody you know. It's watching you play Solstice for the first time on stream. Oh, man. But my previous guests can attest to how challenging it is to play while talking. Haochuan's like, I want to play while talking for the first time.
I'm completely trapped.
So check the map. Let's see where you haven't been.
That's a good idea. So
like that room has.
Oh, additional.
Yeah, this one has one. That's what I would do if I was going to explore. I would just find every door.
I completely forgot about map. This is something new.
So you can pick those up then.
Yeah. Okay. This is a new room.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah. But what am I gonna do with the... Huh? I got a credit.
I hope that's worth something.
I'm gonna take it.
So another platform you can't get up.
Can I do anything
was
with
one of those like potions a levitate or something?
I think the purple one is invincible, the pink one kills the monster. What about the yellow and green? I see. But I can always go to the other room. Okay. There is a flying shoe.
All right, Haochuan. One question we'd like to ask all our guests is, what do you think the world record speed run in this game you've never played is? What's the fastest somebody?
Oh, that's a good one. So let me see my percentage. So I assume.
I think this is only the percent of this level. So there's 253 rooms. We looked this up.
So 20 is 3. This is 320 something. Okay, so I guess 100% is completed.
Yeah, 253 levels.
Let me guess. I think 20 minutes.
The answer is 5 minutes and 36 seconds to get all 253
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Breathtakingly fast.
Wow!
We're a little behind, but we're working on it.
It's already 19 minutes.
I'm sure those boots do something. All right, so you went to grad school. You were like, I'm going to study spin chemistry. And that's where you started your journey. After grad school, you did a postdoc.
Yeah, I did postdoc at UCSD studying. So this is like a very interesting topic. So, chemist study matters. And then at the end of the grad school, I realized there is this one very interesting object called polariton. It's actually like a hybrid stuff. It's kind of like quantum mechanical. So you can think about usually you see matters and you see
Well, you
light.
can take the block with you.
Yeah.
Or was this in this room?
This is in this room.
Okay, so that doesn't help.
I think this is how you do
Oh,
it.
look at that veteran jump.
I think this is how you do it. But you know, I'm studying this kind of a half matter, half light object, and using a purely spectroscopic tool, using laser, and I need to build some setup for this study. So I learned a new.
Probably off that one, huh?
Let's see. Let me see. So, but how am I gonna? Is there a hidden?
Ooh, look at that, a jump midair.
I think I should be able to do mid-air jump to the shoe. If I do.
You're trying.
Let me I think I can.
This may be impossible, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see, we'll see.
All right, polaritons, light matter interaction, unique states.
Yeah, and then new spectroscopy. So then I learned there are many ways to do optical spectroscopy, and then so I thought, oh, maybe I should study spin with some new spectroscopy.
Oh, that was beautiful.
It's doable, I think.
I don't know if you can get the height though, because you can only get one. You get one block. So with the jump, do you get two?
Yeah, I need to get. So this block is the second layer. If I get a jump, I got to the third. Maybe this. If this blue block is another layer, then it's 4.
Yeah.
I think you can do that.
Oh, holy crap.
So this is how you do it.
Why is there a treadmill there or whatever that thing is?
Oh. But it's not moving.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know what it is, but if you get up there, I'm impressed you got this. I want to believe this is a speed strat. Oh. Pick it.
Oh, magic boots.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Right.
Can I use it? No. What happened?
Oh, you might just have them now.
So
Did it give you more height? That looks like a higher jump.
Maybe.
Nope.
No, not really. Not sure what this magic boot would do.
I mean, but you got it.
Let me see if I can jump it without my. No, not really.
Misadventures in Astoros redeemed Take a Drink. Welcome back, Misadventures. Cheers. Hopefully, have a drink in hand. Wednesday night at FSU. Grades are submitted as of yesterday, so everything's done. It's the best week on campus because it's a break. No summer classes, no nothing. Parking is easy.
Yeah.
No one's outside.
But we had road construction, which makes parking.
That was really annoying. I don't know if you tried to leave north on that, but that they have a detour that leads you to more construction that doesn't let you drive. So that was fun.
It is a treadmill.
But anyway, Misadventures in Astro, we are drinking delirium tremens. This is a Belgian ale. It is elected as the best beer in the world. I'm not sure where that came from, but it is 8.5% alcohol Belgian beer. So, yeah, I've never had this before. Any particular reason you chose this guy?
Yeah, the first time I had this with Mike. Mike gave me, asked me to drink some. Not asked, but invited me to drink some. I really like it. That's why. I think it's a slightly different, but I really like the wheat flavor of this drink.
Brewed by Family Brewery Haochuan. It's Belgian beer.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Maryland.
Yeah, it's very strong, but it doesn't taste like it.
Cuddle Puppy. They elected themselves as the best beer. Absolutely. It's like PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. They won an award 100 years ago, and it's incorporated in their name, so now they can't lose it. Blue Ribbon beer. So what are you trying to do now?
It looks. I want to get on this treadmill.
Just see if you can.
I was able to, and indeed it was a treadmill.
You're right, Cuddle Puppy.
You see?
It is a treadmill. So that's what you were supposed to do. Probably go that way. Well, you finish this room then. You're done.
It's a trap. I have no idea what happened to this.
I think you have double height now. That's what the boots did. Because you just jumped up a 2-layer.
Oh, I see.
So that opens new opportunities.
That's true.
Can you jump on the guys' heads? That's an important question.
Let me try.
Is this Mario based? I'm gonna say probably not, but we're gonna try.
So
Back.
I
Cheers, misadventure. We tried. Testable hypothesis, and the answer is no. That does kill you. But he does. If you weren't here earlier, he does have infinite potions, so he can kill anyone he wants, basically. This non-trivial, like technical.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you probably have to do is freeze it or something, or do that. Holy cow!
So,
all right, new rooms.
New rooms.
Yes.
Okay.
We're flying. Cheers.
Cheers.
But yeah, if you guys have questions for Haochuan, he's happy to answer them. We're talking about spin chemistry, controlling spin selective reactions. Dr. Mao definitely has moves. What's most impressive is he's never played this game before. He was just excited to try it. And you are marching through it.
Oh. Is it a vision illusion?
I don't know. Ooh, look at that. I'm looking forward to NARC with Haochuan. He's hammering through a game he's never played before, so it's
Oh, it's too. Oh, I see how it works. So
that's 3 high.
yeah, I need to pick it up and then drop it, but I didn't pick.
Oh yeah, you don't need to go through that room.
Green potion.
I think you already have green. You already have all the potions, so you don't want to go in this one. That's way back.
See.
Man, I like it. All right, so we're talking about spin chemistry, and for you, I mean, what is that? We talked about your grad, your postdoc, what independent researcher. You're just starting out your career. You started here 9 months ago, 9 months-ish, building a lab from scratch. What are you doing as an independent researcher?
Yeah, so I would actually want to study the spin with light and then detect the spin with light, so that you can understand more about spin. Because the light is fast, and then you can potentially unlock new opportunity. So there is also very interesting phenomenon. So it's been observed for quite a long time that you can kind of align the spin in their excited molecule.
Oof.
So, for instance, you can definitely generate some spin in a molecule. Usually, that you can think about spin as like the fundamental magnetic unit, right? But normally it's very hard to align them. So think about if you have 1,000 spin in the molecule. If you have 1,000 molecules with spins, and you place it in a you place them in permanent, in the presence of a permanent magnet. Maybe you're not actually going to align them at all. But what's interesting about the excited state is that it's very hard to talk while playing.
Also, random platforms appearing.
Yeah. So somehow you can. I see.
All right.
I see.
New room. We'll take that.
So is what percentage? 8%. Where
It's not bad. You're flying.
Yeah, but it turns out that you can align the spin with light in the presence of a tiny magnetic field. But how much you can align them, like how good you can align them, is a real question, because oftentimes what you measure is kind of a relative value instead of an absolute value. So this can also be.
The hat is only a life, so you don't need it.
Oh yeah.
You have infinite life.
Yeah.
Not to say don't get it, but you don't need it.
Let's see. What is this platform?
I think it's how you're supposed to get up there. Your jump platforming trick is probably we call in Mario cheese. That's where you kind of cheat. You're not supposed to be able to do that. I could be wrong. If anyone's played Solstice before, let me know, because it seems like I'm sure it's a speed strat of some kind, but it seems like a cheat.
It's new. Wow. What happened? Let's see.
I mean, these are all new rooms. And so when people talk about spin, typically they're talking about Newtonian classical mechanics where you have like a top that spins.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about spin, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so I'm talking about, when I talk about spin, I talk about the spin in an electron. You can think about actually if the electron can spin. So I think we learned from like electromagnetism that if you have oscillating electric field, you can actually generate a magnetic field, right? I guess it can be kind of an analogy that if an electron can spin, although I guess it's not really scientifically rigorous, but if you can think about a spinning electron can kind of generate this tiny magnetic field. And then so you can think about spin as like a tiny magnet, and then this tiny magnet can actually be a fundamental like a computation unit, so if we think about this game is actually written in a binary code technically, and there are a lot of zeros and one that gives us this pictures actually, but spin up and down can also be like a binary. But also what's interesting about spin is that it has this quantum mechanical nature. So a famous analogy is Schrodinger's cat, where you basically have this you can have not only just spin up and spin down, you can also be in the superposition of the two. So Schrodinger's cat is stating that if you put a cat in a box, and then the box has a trigger that gonna release the poison. If the trigger is then triggered by let's say nuclear active decay, which is a quantum mechanical, you can switch like the state of this cat would then be in between alive and being dead, instead of a definite life being alive or dead. Only when you observe.
Try jumping up when you're on top. It might let you go up a level.
Only when you. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You need to keep moving.
Oh. You still got your potions.
I like to challenge myself.
I like it. All right, so there's multiple layers.
Yeah.
Cuddle Puppy has a fun factoid about this beer, and by fun, I mean not fun at all, actually. So the beer is named after a seizure one gets from alcohol withdrawal. It's pretty tasteless, unlike the flavorful beer. So I looked it up. Delirium tremens, DTs, is a severe life-threatening form of alcohol withdrawal occurring 48 to 72 hours after stopping heavy long-term drinking.
Wow.
Characterized by extreme confusion, tremors, hallucinations, and high blood pressure. Holy crap.
Wow, we're thinking it's poison.
That's pretty tacky, Cuddle Puppy. I'm not going to lie. Like, wow. You typically don't want your drink associated with those things, but here we are. Delirium tremens.
What happened? what is that?
Contra's back. Contra, thank you for joining us. Subscribe to Tier 1. Subscribe for 18 months. They've been with us for a year and a half, and they're one of our regulars. And a subscription is they pay our channel. They volunteer us money to drink alcohol, like delirium tremens tonight, which is a life-threatening condition. So, good times. Man.
I can keep going up.
Misadventures has reframed it. So this is not the disease. This is actually the cure for it. Because if you're going through withdrawals, obviously this will help you out. So I need alcohol stat.
Well, so I got a elevator.
Yeah.
So it turns out.
So what is your if you go to map? What does it give you?
It's empty because I'm moving up and
yeah. So it's a new floor, but this one doesn't have. There's a purple potion you don't need. So hit the map. Hit the map. So you're in a tower right now.
I see.
And you don't need any of it anyway.
I see. Oh. So what am I gonna do? I see. I need to.
So if you do map now, you're in a basement. It probably doesn't have any doors.
I need to escape from those ghosts.
So the eyeball ghosts, that I love those things. Cuddle Puppy said, I'm gonna make a soap brand called Flesh Eating Virus in honor of delirium tremens beer. Absolutely. that should be a brand strategy. Let's take the most horrible thing we could associate with our product and let's go with it.
It sounds like I picked the correct alcohol.
We all learned something today, that's for sure. Man, this is non-trivial control. So you're just holding over and it's hoping for it to...
Somehow I need to... Here you go.
Okay, now it's there. So now you're on the normal map again.
I see, I can.
You haven't gone this way yet. Yeah, so as far as we can tell, Prion steak. Oh my god. Contra. Trademark it. That's an idea worth protecting. It's fighting fire with fire. You fight delirium tremens with delirium tremens. Exactly. Exactly. Look at this Mario-esque 2D.
Oh, wow.
Use your potion. Clear them out.
We'll see.
You want to do it? You want to take them on?
No, I don't want to take.
And I like
I'm very obsessed. I'm challenging myself.
Oh, you're gonna...
Here you go.
The thing is, you could find an emulator for this online and spend the next week doing nothing but this. I like it.
Ooh.
Can you guys hear the sound effects on this game? It has a pretty awesome soundtrack, and the sound effects are great. I like some 8-bit chiptune.
Oh wow, a new type of monster.
Jeez.
Ooh. How am I supposed to escape?
It's not the speed that kills you, it's the sudden deceleration. Exactly, withdrawals are the bad part, right? I like it. All right, going back to quantum information sciences is a popular area, popular buzz. A couple Nobel Prizes fairly recently in the domain of quantum. What do you think the next big breakthrough is? What do you think's the next Nobel Prize worthy?
That's a hard question.
What's going to be? I mean, they've done molecular computing to some degree, right? They've done math with fluorine atoms.
I feel like this is a little bit too technical. Like, my impression is that oftentimes this, but I guess it's both. Yeah, for me, I thought I really appreciate those from 0 to 1 breakthrough, but it's not always the case. Oftentimes, you still have a huge breakthrough, even though the concepts are similar.
Mm-hmm.
One good example is definitely magnetic resonance, but yeah, actually, I don't know what would be the next breakthrough.
Whoa.
I thought, Yeah, it's a tough question.
It is. Oh, another credit. We don't know what these are for, but we're gonna take them.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of related to today's discussion. But I guess if we can figure out how bird migrates, it can be a great breakthrough, actually.
Misadventures. Dr. Mao, just let us know when yours is ready so we can bet on it on Polymarket. You familiar with Polymarket?
No, I'm not.
It's a betting website that literally lets you bet on anything, right? Like, oh man, what are the craziest examples you guys have seen? You can bet on when somebody's gonna die, like,
Oh wow.
like will they die
That's
within the
crazy.
next 6 months? So you can bet on when will the Iran war end. Basically anything you can propose a bet, and it's like this free market trading where anyone can bet on these random things.
So how much would people typically buy?
Oh, I don't know.
$1.
Yeah, I think
5
it's
cents.
open. It's if I'm not mistaken, it's much more of a like stock market
see.
exchange type thing.
I see. I'm stuck here, right? Again.
Contra. Oh man, I should have never learned about this site. My favorite story about that recently is there you can bet on the weather. And apparently somebody figured out that the temperature gauge they were using for the weather metric of some city was at the airport, and it was one particular temperature gauge. And they took a like a hair dryer and heated up that sensor. And so they bet on the temperature going up, and they literally went out there and manipulated the outcome.
Oh wow.
And that's why people are like starting to get really, I don't know, skeptical of this, because it's unregulated trading, right? It's in the middle of nowhere, right? And so theoretically you could bet on the death of someone and then
It's crazy.
kill them and make money.
Wow.
And so this is why, yeah, like the market manipulation that's going on with this is crazy. It's late stage degen capitalism. This is like late stage capitalism. Everyone loses at this particular game. But yeah, that's Polymarket. That's a Contra. Don't do it unless you have an insider on some temperature regulator. Then it's perfectly fine. What is that abomination? I think you can pick that up, presumably, right?
Or I die. Like that.
Or kill it. Maybe try killing it.
Oh yeah, good idea. I got.
All right, we should
potion.
ask the audience a question. What do we want to ask? So I created these from that previous one. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we can ask bird questions.
You want the bird question?
Yeah.
All right.
So the question is, bird detect magnetic fields with their.
I will pop this up right now, so I'll input it. You can keep playing. I'll take care of. All right, we're talking about quantum sensing, quantum information sciences, and it's a really fun example of this in nature. So the question for you guys, if you're not following, click the follow button, use your standard internet units. We're popping up a question for you guys right now. You have 2 minutes to answer this without support of Google or ChatGPT or Polymarket or whatever. Birds detect magnetic fields with their ears or their eyes. What is their detecting mechanism? So what happened? It just disappeared when you killed it? That was it?
Yeah, they just disappeared.
Well, that's not fun.
No idea
More of that.
So, yeah, I just killed them and disappeared.
All right, so click on the button. Do birds detect magnetic fields with their ears or their eyes? And we look forward to discussing this mechanism because it's actually really, really cool. But the question is, where is that mechanism happening? Is it in their eyes or is it in their ears? Click the predict button at the top of your chat right now, and depending on how confident you are, bet your internet points accordingly. Misadventure said Wall Street Junior analysis showed 67% of Polymarket profits go to 0.1% of accounts. I mean, that's clearly manipulation, right? No one's keeping track of this. They're just, I mean, this is like the early days of loot boxes when people were just like trying to convince their viewers on Twitch to buy into something and they would just get all the profits.
But
it's very Logan Paul said that who was manipulating it.
are those statistics actually real, or they just randomly populate those website on
Oh, in terms of this one, the 67% of Polymarket I don't know. It's Wall Street Journal, so it's probably legit. It's designed specifically for insider trading. Exactly. Like who's keeping track of it? Like, and who's regulating if you can bet on yourself or not? But Haochuan, if you're near a Nobel Prize, bet on yourself. And then Polymarket will do the rest. All right, so last closing out, you guys have about 10 seconds. Birds detect magnetic fields with their ears or their eyes. Which one is it? It's a fun question. I wonder if we can bet on NARC runs. Misadventures, I really thought about submitting a NARC run to like Games Done Quick. Like me and Super Pitfro could do a NARC race, but it's not a fun game to speedrun or watch, let's be honest. Because there's too much RNG, right? There's too much random when the blue card drops, when the green card drops. But I would be up for it. It'd be fun to go to a GDQ. I've never been.
I'm curious, can I see the answer on?
So it's even people betting, but they were more confident in eyes than ears. So Haochuan, what's the answer?
Yeah, the answer is eyes.
Eyes. So their eyes see magnetic fields, loosely defined see.
Yeah, that's actually very interesting because definitely birds can use their eyes to see. Let's say they use sound orientation, like they use sound and then constellation like northern stars to determine the find their way for migration. But also people found that there's probably some magnetic sensor in birds' eye. Actually, it's not very clear. I need to take out my notes. So this actually remains a hypothesis. So the fact is that birds can actually detect magnetic field.
And they've done this, like black box, put a magnet.
Yeah. So the way they did the experiment is kind of interesting. So you pick some migratory bird, and the question is, how do you know that bird recognize like a north and south? The way they did it is they put the bird in what's called a almond funnel. So it's literally a funnel, but at the bottom of the funnel, they put some scratch paper to record a bird's scratch. Because when they take off or move around, they leave us like some mark, and that's how researchers know like if birds recognize certain orientation. It turns out that if you release the bird, so they pick some night migrating bird. If you release them in the evening or in the dark, they can still kind of know their orientation, know their south and north. And they also found that if you put some if you place a magnet with a certain orientation, it kind of distracted the bird takeoff orientation. So this is actually evidence that a bird can actually sense the magnetic field. Okay, the next question is like what would be the mechanism? There must be a receptor that's associated with this type of that can be magnetic sensitive, right? So a kind of
So go back on that one. That's probably up.
yeah.
Whoop.
So there's one hypothesis. So we know there's definitely some magnetoreceptor to help birds detect the magnetic field. The next question is, what would this magnetoreceptor be, right? So it's actually like a decade-long research. One leading hypothesis is that there's a certain protein called this cryptochrome protein. When you shine light on it, so the electron from one unit, like a one moiety, will transfer to somewhere else. So the electron carries spin. So you can think about they themselves is a kind of a magnetic after you excited with light. So this is current hypothesis how birds migrate and respond to magnetic field. And this, after this protein undergoes electron transfer, they actually form this. Their spin is kind of anti-aligned, forming this entangled state. And this entangled state can actually, oh wow, I need to focus. It's very hard.
It's a hard jump. Man, I want to see the speed run of this.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's very technical. I wonder if there's any randomness.
Oh, get it. Beautiful.
There's something here.
Platform. Oh, those guys are hunting you.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
I created a moving platform.
Was that intentional?
No, not intentional.
I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, but this
Oh man, you're getting good at that move though. I like it.
After electron transfer, this it forms you have basically two spins, and they can be anti-parallel or parallel with respect to each other. This type, so you can think about the state being as like an entangled state. If you know one spin being spin down, immediately the other spin is spin up. So this type of entanglement can be responsible to this magnetic field sensing. But to test this hypothesis, it actually takes effort.
Mm-hmm.
So initially, the first question is how can we actually get maybe we should go this way. How can we get those extract those protein sample?
Mm-hmm.
So it turns out, so first and then secondly, people found that this type of protein do not just exist in migratory birds, but also in non-migratory birds like chicken. It even exists in human and also like potatoes. They definitely don't migrate.
Potatoes also have hemoglobin in them, so I don't know. This is madness.
I actually didn't know potatoes have hemoglobin.
Yeah, a lot of plants have hemoglobin, which is kind of crazy, or hemoglobin derivatives.
Nice. Good
But
yeah, so it's actually challenging to test this hypothesis.
So do humans have it?
I think so. Yeah, you can.
So Counter had a follow-up comment. Morris Bendkert in the late 1800s found that a few people can faintly detect magnetic fields, at least charged objects, in a pitch black room with their eyes.
Really?
I mean, I want to see follow-up work on that. I don't know how much I believe from the 1800s research, but it wouldn't be off the wall.
That reminds me of a book called is it called a Kart chemistry? Like there was like some people believe that they can see molecular structure, and then they depict all kinds of molecule, and then and wrote a book, and so you see all kinds of crazy drawing. It's kind of fantastic.
But they're just drawings.
You never know. Presumably, yeah.
All right, we should check the map. I want to know how far you are.
So 16%.
That's good. Wow. Making progress. And dozens of demonstrations. Then I saw some kids doing it, and I would like to see that in a controlled mine site.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like, especially with blind people, like echolocation. They can perceive doors and walls and stuff like that. But magnetic fields is the next level thing.
Yeah, very true. Like, also like Earth's magnetic field is also tiny.
Speaking of which, we should ask them. We'll ask the follow-up question, you guys. Because this was a fun one that I learned.
Yeah, this is a very good question.
All right, so related to discussing birds, and they can, I mean, it's definitively established they can detect magnetic fields. It's generally understood it's by like quantum information science type detection mechanisms, but not fully understood. Nonetheless, they've done studies on how sensitive birds are to magnetic fields. So the question for you guys right now, we're popping up right now, what's the weakest magnetic field that birds can detect? Not all birds, but the best of the best birds. What's the weakest field they can detect? Is it greater than 1% of Earth's magnetic field or less than 1% of Earth's magnetic field? And to give you context into that, if these numbers mean anything, Earth's magnetic field varies between 25 and 65 microtesla. And so that's between, you know, the equator and the North Pole. It's stronger at the North Pole, or North Pole-ish, and that's where you'd get 65 microtesla. But microtesla is, if you take a neodymium magnet, this is like, what, 10,000 times weaker than that. And so the worst magnetic field is pretty weak, but birds can detect it. So the question is, how weak of a field can birds detect? If we had a pseudo-Earth that was 100 times less magnetic, could birds still detect it? Yes or no? And so, yeah, click that predict button, make your prediction based on what you know of Earth magnetic field and how good birds are.
I need to use this potion. The potion kills the...
But now you're trapped in this room? Oh.
Yeah, the potion get rid of the block as well.
Does the freeze the block, or does it just freeze the bad guy?
Good. That's a good question.
All right, someone put a bet in there.
I'm invincible.
I wish I couldn't detect Teslas, especially the Cybertruck. Oh, man,
that's a good
Cybertruck. I get irrationally angry when I see them on campus.
I've never seen them on campus.
I mean, there are a few around Tallahassee.
Nice.
I can't. I can't.
Some of them are colored.
Elon Musk is a scumbag. It's not a very good electric vehicle. Not very few of the Tesla vehicles are anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man, we got a 50-50 split again. So, Haochuan, what is the answer?
So the answer is actually less than 1%. But I think this question is not. I would say it's kind of tricky because the experiment was actually done as in the following. So they actually used those radio wave, and so they can eventually detect like 20 nanotesla of a magnetic field. But the 20 nanotesla is actually a measure of the amplitude of the radio wave. So let's say now we have this. Let's say
a little bit.
Yeah, so like a radio frequency, and like the Wi-Fi will generate radio wave. So if I'm very close to a Wi-Fi router, I can probably experience like 20 nanotesla of a radio wave strength. But again, this experiment is still done in the migratory birds, and they put the bird in this almond funnel, and then they just expose the bird in some radio wave source, and they found the bird will be disoriented.
I mean, what's interesting about that is that they put them in a Faraday cage to block the Earth's field. Like you have to control for Earth's field.
They have control. Yeah, they found that the Faraday cage may not be good enough. They even have to ground the cage. They did a very like a rigorous control experiment.
But 20 nanotesla is crazy. So nano is 10 to the minus 9th. That is nothing. That is such a tiny. That is 1,000th of a Earth's magnetic field.
Yeah. Imagine you can if you can sense that radio wave amplitude, it'll be very easy for you to find, let's say, Wi-Fi station.
Spectroctopus is way ahead of you. This is how I know where to find strong Wi-Fi signals. I mean, it would be absolutely detecting it would be one thing, but seeing those flux lines would be absolutely breathtaking. Like your vision would be entirely swamped by that, but it would be beautiful.
Yeah. But you can think about nowadays, those are like poor birds. They become completely disoriented in cities probably because everyone is running Wi-Fi and like the radio wave is everywhere.
Man, I'm sure it's selecting for different properties, that's for sure. Why does the Faraday caged bird sing? Faraday caged bird is amazing. I like it. All right, Haochuan, we're an hour in. How are you feeling about Solstice?
Yeah, we can switch.
I'm
tracked, but I really like this game.
I think we should change the God mode.
Oh yeah, we should try that.
Let's try multi-jumps and just run to every single level you can. All right, show people multi-jumps. Power be damned.
It's a definition of cheat code.
So it's called multi-jumps.
It's basically flying. You I broke the game, I think.
Oh, you found a hat. I think you're speed running. Find every level you can.
But still, I'm not as fast as 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, you're even with the cheats. That's 5 minutes is amazing. That video is probably breathtaking. But yeah, congratulations for those of you that said less than 1% of Earth's magnetic field. That is crazy how weak that actually is, and amazing how sensitive that is. I mean, but that leads to what the argument is for quantum information science. It's not just quantum computing, but quantum sensing. And it's this sensitivity that you're going for. Right?
Yeah, so potentially, you can. So actually, one of the very first progress towards understanding bird migration is to produce those molecular analog of those protein, and that they found that it can be field sensitive as well. So chemists actually can do a lot of fun things to create those man-made sensors. We can do much better than nature.
Yeah, it's one thing I rant about occasionally. Like people advocate for biomimicry a lot, but we're better than nature in so many things. And like we can take inspiration from nature, but yeah, mimicking is not the best option. Learn how it works and do something better. Because evolution doesn't select for the best option. It selects for the best option within the parameter space that's available. So it's in all likelihood, it's a relative minima, meaning it's not the optimum solution. It's the optimum solution with that given set of conditions. And so designer systems are going to be way better. What's the protein called? I want to learn more.
Cryptochrome.
Cry4? Cryptochrome? What is it called?
PT.
Bird. Sense magnetic fields. There we go. Magnetoreception. It's Cryptochrome 4. That's the name. And they've isolated this. They can actually like splice this out of birds and they'll be lost. Right? Like poor birds with genetic engineering can't find north.
Oh yeah, there is another experiment. I think they found that a certain brain region in the bird is responsible for the for migration, and it's also associated with vision. And then if that region is damaged, then the bird cannot migrate.
And so one of the contentions about this proposed mechanism is typically you have to absorb light to get the radical formation, right?
Yeah.
But they still do this sensing in the dark.
Yes.
So is it thermally driven? Is it low light is enough?
So I think, if you think about it, birds only need the direction. Let's say if birds can sense the field already, they just keep going. And then birds can also use other cues for migration.
I see.
So let's say in the light, maybe they get a sense of the orientation, they adjust their routes, and then it doesn't matter if it's in the dark, and they just keep going because they fly in, they are in the sky, not in the a complicated terrain.
Yeah,
I think that's why.
Well, what I love about the sensing mechanism, and it's not fully understood, how that turns into signal in the brain, but I'm envisioning this as it's not a conscious decision. The bird just that feels like north.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a weird perception thing.
It's like a additional sense.
Like they're slightly uncomfortable if they're going south.
Very true.
Right?
Very true. Yeah. Yeah. If you put a magnet, they feel, this is the direction I need to go for.
Oh man. Biology researchers. These guys are crazy.
It's kind of fun.
That's really fun. Misadventures. Don't stand next to Dr. Ken. Mother Nature's going to come after him now. Bring it on, Mother Nature. I had a tree fall down in my yard last week, so who knows? Maybe it happened. And there were no storms. There was no wind. This tree just rotted out and collapsed in our front yard. And so I had to bring out, I don't have a real chainsaw, I have an electric chainsaw, but it was like a 15-inch diameter tree cut up, and yeah. So yeah, good times.
I know one of our colleagues would be very interested in getting a chainsaw now, because everyone's been talking about chainsaw.
I mean, there's something satisfying about wielding a chainsaw. I love there's research studies on like wielding an axe where like your testosterone, your manliness goes up when you wield an axe.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't own an axe. I own a chainsaw, and it's electric. Spectroctopus wants to know what fraction of spin chemists believe the cryptochrome mechanism, you think?
I actually don't know the answer. Like we should get a. This is actually a good question. Maybe we should have a poll on a conference. People can
Which
find.
meeting would that be?
I think there is an international spin conference.
Spin conference. I like it.
Yes, yeah. You know, this type of research take a long time. So people also study how, like, whether the natural selection plays a role in getting better cryptochrome for magnetic field sensing. They also so they pick different kind of birds and to isolate those protein. You also like what else did they do? I think they also tested. Let me see. Okay, that's actually the electromagnetic wave. Yeah, I think of, you know, the tiny magnetic field sensing experiment took actually 7 years.
That's the 20 nanotesla?
Yeah, 20 nanotesla.
Jeez, 7 years on a 3-year grand cycle.
Yeah, because each year you can only get a certain amount of migrating birds, and then they want to make sure it's not a fluke.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they do it annually.
Yeah, they do annually. It's crazy. Because migrating is seasonal, like they migrate maybe once a year, twice a year.
Spectroctopus wants me to poll chat on who believes the cryptochrome mechanism. How many spin chemists do you think are in chat right now, Spectroctopus? So I'm going to say there's half of one at least. I like it. All right. Are you sick of Solstice? Do you want to play something else? Or you still, let's see how far you got. What percent did you get?
With cheat code, 18%. Not much progress now.
Man, that's not bad.
I think there's something to do with. I think you see, there's a. It looks like a wand, right? I think maybe. I don't believe that you need to go to 100% to beat the game. Maybe it's something else.
That's a good question. So are you gonna go home now, and you can probably play this in browser? Actually, you don't even need an emulator.
Yeah.
Just go after it.
It's a fun game.
All right. So what do you want to play? We have Dragon Ball Z, Mario Kart lined up. What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can do a Dragon Ball Z first.
Let's do it. All right.
Because this is one of my favorite game as a kid.
And so this is one you owned as a kid, or this is one of your friends?
My friends, yeah. I didn't own a console or like a Game Boy as a kid. But you know, my friend always invite me to play their console, so it's kind of nice. So you know, it's actually, this game is actually fun in the sense that you know, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you recognize a lot of character, you know the plot, and you know the move. The reason I like this game is because one of my friend actually like had this Dragon Ball kind of a boot camp, so everyone play against each other to figure out a best way to beat the game, something like that. Because it's a fighting game, and so you can connect to other people's Game Boy to play.
So my favorite part about this, we learned about this. So this is Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors. So this is the US version of the game. When Haochuan requested the game, he requested Dragon Ball Z Buku Togeki, and that is the Japanese version of this game. So you played the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Which had Japanese text.
Yeah, and then we didn't know what's written on the screen, on the conversation. We just memorized the menu. And yeah, because, I played this game as in elementary school, and you saw the menu actually has English and Japanese. We knew nothing about those language. So we just figure out.
Oh.
Oof. Yeah, so you can actually defend, and so in this game you can punch, like you can do heavy punch. You can also do like light punch, and then you can do ki blast, and like a heavy ki blast like this. And then if your energy or ki is let me see if I can do this. If is above 50%, you can do this ultimate move, like like this. Oh, I missed it.
Dodged.
So when you first play this game, you will think the goal is actually to get those ultimate move going, so you would restore a lot of energy and eventually release those Kamehameha or something. And also it's very cool, so it deals a great deal of damage. But as my friend watched more and more Dragon Ball Z, they realized in Dragon Ball Z that the character just beat each other with punch and kick.
That's enough.
So we figured that it's actually better if we, so it's you can do better in game by just punching your enemy instead of using ki blast or those fancy moves. So that's how this game became very interesting.
OpenSet asked, does spinning vinyl work? Does spinning vinyl work to qualify me as a spin chemist?
Spinning vinyl.
Vinyl in this case presumably means records. Because it is made out of vinyl. Theoretically, they are a single molecule on a spinning table, but slightly different version of spin, not Newtonian spin. Contra says, I had the world record for Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit Xbox 100 match speedrun for at least a year. It was a total accident because I found a Brawly exploit, which is fun.
Oh, that's actually very cool.
Exploits are how you win speedruns. Yeah. That's how I got a NARC record.
Yeah, I think it's, I see those exploits is very similar to like a scientific discovery or like a paradigm shift. When you find one, like it completely changed the game.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
And one of my favorite speedrunning accomplishments is actually they created a new category in NHLPA 93 for me.
Oh wow!
And it's because I had an exploit where if you use the player 2 controller, you can pull the goalie in a hockey game, and you could score on them. Oh. And so they gave me the record in the normal category, and then the previous world record holder became a mod and made a new category because I exploited
I
it.
See.
I like it.
That's cool. That's very cool. Very hardcore.
Ooh, Contra. I'm sure someone has beaten in the last 10 years. I lost my Xbox account, so I can't check.
Wow.
That's fun.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, speedrun is always fun.
Spectroctopus wants to know, did you ever play the GameCube Dragon Ball Z games? They're great and very similar. Oh man,
I've never...
should I find it? Spectroctopus, do you know the name of one of those games? Because we can potentially do that real quick.
Yeah, blank playing again.
That sounds like a CSL auditorium projector challenge right there.
Oh no.
Oh man. Here's to hoping this download doesn't completely crash. It's not that big. I think we're going to be okay. We do have a GameCube set up actually already, or at least an emulator. We're running the Dolphins, so we can theoretically run this guy as well. If I can find an ISO. ISO. I should be asking science questions, but I'm focused right now. Does vinyl make me a spin chemist?
Good question.
I mean, what's funny is there's a lot of chemists that do spin chemistry that don't necessarily know they're doing it or appreciate that they are doing it.
Yeah, or a lot of spin chemists. Or a lot of chemists will be afraid of spin, but really, I think it's a communication problem. Like people may be afraid of photochemistries, but
their defense, I think fear of photochemistry is somewhat justified because most of the time you just get garbage, right? Like it rarely does exactly what you want it to do.
Yeah, very true. Science is always the same.
Man, I really like the aesthetic of this game. Not just the stylizing, but the like 3D, like it adds depth to it when you're fighting.
Oh, you mean, I see. So like the color grading kind of look like 3D.
Well, so it's still a 2D fighter, but it has you going in and out of the screen, like smaller and bigger. Because you're still controlling everything in 2D.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
And the camera kind of like the angle of viewing changes. I realize I don't need to think of playing this game.
That's the perfect game.
I can focus on conversation.
You guys can ask questions because he's just mashing buttons over here. It's getting stuff done. I am trying to download Budokai, but it's very slow.
Budokai.
This is the GameCube version of this. Or as Spectroctopus suggested.
It'll be very hardcore.
Cuddle Puppy. This game is inaccurate because it doesn't take 12 filler episodes to power up. It's a critique of the show. Justified or unjustified?
I agree. It's typical like Japanese anime. You always have a lot of fillers.
So how many episodes of Dragon Ball Z are there?
I don't know.
I mean, it's dozens of seasons, right? It's hundreds
of episodes.
Yeah. More than 3. I did not watch Dragon Ball Z. I probably should. Adventures in Astro need at least 20 minutes of internal dialogue. Oh man, can you impersonate the Dragon Ball Z internal dialogue while playing?
No, I can't.
It's always like this introspective, like, I wonder if I have enough power. I'll try to build power, but then it's just that kind of. Does it feel like old times? You're enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
But this was on a Game Boy Advanced, right?
Yeah, it was a Game Boy Advance. It's a much smaller screen, a similar controller. It's kind of nostalgic. Yeah, this character enemy can actually absorb your ki blast. So, fact.
I like it. Right. You need another one, or you're good?
I haven't finished. Yeah, you can get another.
It's 4-pack, so we got to make the most of it. All right, so what about Dragon Ball Z inspired you to become a chemist? Wait, what age were you when you played this?
I think elementary, so it's like 11 something. I went to elementary school at 7, so 4th grader would be 11 year old. Yeah. So at that time, a lot of my classmates owned a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance. But It's because there are so many of them. I don't have to own one.
Nice.
So the real reason is that my parents didn't want me to own one.
I was gonna ask. It was the parents that were like, "You need to have a career." Spectre Octopus, energy blast equals laser pulse. I like it. Speaking of which, I'm going to ask another question because this one's a really fun one. I'm glad you brought this up. So I'm going to pop this question up right now. If you guys aren't following, click the follow button. We're going to put a question for you guys. You can use your standard internet units to gamble accordingly on your confidence in the answer. And also you can make us take a drink. You can unlock emotes. You can request a factoid, whatever it might be. But yeah, we're going to pop up a question right now. Click the predict button at the top of chat and answer this question. Which has pure light? If you buy a $20 laser pointer, which one is going to have pure light? The green laser pointer or the red laser pointer? And by pure light, we mean like narrower single lines. Well, we'll just say single lines. So you can have lasers that give off multiple lines. You can have lasers that give off single lines. So the question is, which one gives pure light? Is it the green laser pointer or the red laser pointer? We're limiting it to $20 because if you buy a really expensive laser, it is going to be one wavelength and that's it. But if it's $20, if you're getting a laser pointer for your cat, which one is more pure, the green one or the red one? Does that capture everything?
Yeah,
that's a really fun one.
I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah, no, it's a very fundamental, like, how lasers work question, which is underappreciated. Pure light, green or red laser pointer. And do not stare at the red laser pointer to figure out this answer. That will damage your eyes. Unless you're a bird, then it's fine. You only need magnets. Don't. That's not good advice for anyone. Don't stare at.
Good one.
Oh.
Here's what percentage.
It's almost there. It's getting there. All right, you guys have about a minute. Which one has pure light, the green or the red laser pointer? Don't cheat. Don't go to ChatGPT again. If you're first time in chat, just click that predict button. This is all about pride. We don't really judge you accordingly. It's all expertise based, but this is a fun thing to learn about. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
He nailed that shot.
I think it's getting harder. No?
You know what I like about this more than like Mortal Kombat, for example, is this doesn't take, 20 button sequences to do a special.
Very true.
It feels like every move is epic, which is very similar to the anime. Wow, everyone said the red laser
amazing.
pointer. So
amazing.
What's the answer?
Yeah, this is the correct answer.
Red laser pointer.
Wow.
Pure light.
It's amazing. I didn't know like everyone can get this right because I didn't know this.
So Contra's argument was the collimating lens would be easier time straightening out longer wavelengths, which might be true, but that's not the answer. So why is red purer than green?
Yeah, because it turns out that for red laser, you just apply voltage to a semiconductor, and then as the charge recombine, it emit light. However, for green laser, instead of the green light typically, I'm dead. The green light is in the wavelength at around 500 nanometer. However, to create such a semiconductor can be challenging. So instead of creating a semiconductor that can emit green light, what the engineer figured out was you can create a semiconductor that emits red wavelength because it's lower energy and it's easier. So the 500 nanometer light is generated by doubling the wavelengths generated from 1000 nanometer light. However, 1000 nanometer wavelengths light cannot be observed by human eyes. So if you just buy the cheap laser pointer, wow, I'm dead. if you buy a cheap laser
Is that
pointer,
your first loss?
that's my first loss.
That's not bad. That's not. We can still rage.
Yeah, if you buy a cheap laser pointer, the green light does not only have this 500 nanometer line, but also have this 1000 nanometer line, because they don't want to buy a very expensive filter to get rid of the 1000 nanometer line. So you end up getting two color, which is invisible red, infrared. The other one is green. So that's why, by definition, the red laser is purer than the green laser.
But which one would do more damage?
Yeah, I would say the green laser will do more damage because you do need a lot of power to double the wavelength. Sorry, to double the frequency and half the wavelength. So the initial output can be larger for green laser. Output, I mean the power of the laser. And also wavelength-wise, the photon energy is proportional to the frequency and inversely proportional to the wavelength. So in that sense, but I guess it's not correct way to describe the damage threshold. Powerful infrared laser can also be very damaging.
Misadventure says, I have a green laser for astronomy. It may be higher wattage than claimed. Lol. Man, there's so many loops. So, like when we used to do photon up conversion, we relied a lot on green lasers. And there's like these $5,000 variable intensity green lasers you can get. Or you can buy these like $300 lasers that are like, 200, 300 milliwatts. They're relatively intense. And the way they get away with selling those online is as long as they're a closed system laser, they're a different classification than an open laser.
I see.
And so what they do is they ship them with a cover on the end of the laser.
Yeah.
And there's just some dude selling these out of his garage. So if you guys are interested, man, can I find a... Man, but they're intense laser. Like we have a video on our YouTube channel. I should look it up.
Yeah. Speaking of intense laser, when I interviewed for my postdoc, one of the graduate students in the group, he actually did an internship, I think in Navy. So what they are doing is they're actually studying laser weapon.
Oh, interesting.
So he told me that I think it's okay because he told me this story, so I think this can go public. But the story he told me was, it turns out that if you use a laser as a weapon, I keep dying. If you use laser as weapon, you have very high power. To figure out the power is very hard, right? So if you just put the power meter will be damaged. So they have very hard time measuring the power. The solution they came up with is to put a scale in front of that laser weapon and measure the reading on the scale, and they measured like 1 pound. So that's kind of crazy. So the momentum change of a photon introduced this 1 pound of force.
Wow, and they just back out the force map.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So think about it. Usually the sunlight...
much power.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I did not know that. That is amazing. All right, if you guys want to check it out, here's from my Hanson FSU YouTube page. 794 subscribers. This is the most popular video. There it is in chat. It is 3 balloons, one of them being popped with a laser. So it's a black balloon popping with a laser. But it's one of these 532, like you can buy them. They're actually pretty powerful. They hurt if they hit your hand at the very least. Oh man. Oh, here's the company if you guys want to chat. Again, I don't endorse any of these products, but I'm just telling you guys where we've done our research from. So yeah, this is that's pretty crazy. That's the company right there, and by company I'm fairly sure it's just some dude in his garage, because occasionally the lasers would come with a European outlet, and sometimes they would come with an American outlet, but they were relatively stable for about 6 months of use, and so for, you know, $200 you can get a 400 milliwatt 532 nanometer laser, which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see. Come on, here's the website if you want to look.
Oh wow, this the website is amazing.
Yeah, no, this is, I swear this is somebody out of their garage.
Garage laser. Yes, when I purchased a laser, you know, I had this conversation with the procurement office. So at the end of the day, we pretty much use a garage laser as a term to describe some cheap source that's not very like a very official laser producing company.
Yep. That was probably me. Oh man. So what color should I paint myself if I want to be immune to space lasers?
Space lasers.
I mean, you have to know the wavelength of that laser. If you do, then it's not too bad. There's ways to deal with it. But yeah, those near infrared, like 1,000 nanometer lasers, are scary for a different reason. Well, one is you can't see them.
Yeah.
Right? Without some kind of paper or something. Yeah. But you're sure as hell gonna feel them.
Yeah. So you know, if you put a paper on it, it'll leave a burn easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those 1,000 nanometer laser.
So I've heard horror stories before of someone taking a like near infrared laser into the eye.
Wow.
And it'll like expand and like basically explode the inside of your eye.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
So it'll damage your vision severely, and you don't even know that beam is coming. Kind of crazy.
But fun fact, nowadays, those vision surgeries is done by using those infrared lasers.
Yeah.
Like an infrared laser.
You ever thought about it?
No, not really.
I mean, it's crossed my mind. You're debilitated for like a week, but I guess you have dry eye issues for the rest of your life, potentially.
I see. I just realized my eyesight never get worse over time now, and then maybe I don't mind wearing glasses. So.
Oh, Spectroctopus has a really good point. 1,000 nanometer light doesn't trigger your blinking reflex. So you don't even know to close your eyes when you're being lased in the eyeball. Oh man. Sorry to laugh at that, but that is breathtaking, actually.
Yeah, so it's very scary.
Like, it's just, you'll feel it after this happens.
I've never stared at a
I mean, so I get my vision checked every year. I don't do laser research anymore, but I'm near light sources enough that I'm genuinely worried about like burning a hole in my retina.
Wow.
I don't know if you've thought about it, but
I need to do that too.
just find a good eye doctor.
Because this reminds me of one of my collaborators. He does perovskite research, and it's kind of popular because it's kind of energy-related research, and this perovskite is very popular. But what's very bad about perovskite is contains a lot of perovskite has lead in it, right? And then when you work with perovskite in the glove box, also like they use a lot of dimethyl, like dimethyl
Sulfoxide, yeah.
Sulfoxide.
Yeah.
So that'll bind the lead, and then it'll it'll permeate through the glove and get into your blood easily.
Yeah.
And so they do lead blood test every year for the lead content.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
This is mandatory in their lab.
It's not mandatory to the lab, but because they learned that someone had a lot of lead content in the blood, they began doing that for the to encourage like their lab mates to do that.
So Contra says, I love DMSO. So if you guys aren't familiar, DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, can go through your skin. And it's a really good solvent for a lot of things. So not only does it go through your skin, but it takes stuff with it when it goes through.
Yeah.
And there's people that are casually using this for home remedies.
Oh, really?
You've heard this? Yeah, they'll mix in like, I don't know, root of whatever plant with DMSO and take it basically essentially subcutaneously through this process.
Wow. The other thing about DMSO is I think I also experienced is that if DMSO get into your blood, like you smell the garlic.
Oh,
garlic, you
interesting.
have the garlic smell. So the garlic smell doesn't come from the DMSO solvent, but comes from the DMSO molecule that get into your blood.
And then it activates some kind of signaling pathway.
Yeah.
Contra says it really helped them with their myofascial adhesions. And yes, you can taste it. The sulfur. Wow. That is intriguing. I didn't know that. But following up on our previous conversation about near-IR lasers, Spectroscopist says, supposedly that's why you just hear a popping if you get exposed in the eye with a near-IR laser. Oh, because you don't blink. You're just waiting for it to damage sufficiently that you've noticed that.
Why is Spectroscopist trying
scare away people from lasers? Lasers are safe as long as you get the right training. Misadventures. Be careful with those green lasers, depending on how cheap they are. If you buy it from that dude in the garage, just be aware you're going to want a notch filter or narrow pass. Look at this, you're learning lore.
I just killed this character.
So many wins have you had?
I don't know. I kept losing this character. Then
But
finally,
it lets you keep fighting over and over.
yeah.
Nice. So I have the GameCube version downloaded if we want to try that after this. I mean, we can wait. You can keep going until you're sick of this one. Because you might as well relive your childhood. You don't get a lot of opportunities or excuses to play video games.
It's so funny. Kept talking about eye damages for quite a while.
Yeah. No, I'll change the subject so we don't have to scare people away. That's why people don't want to work with lasers.
But I think it's good to be afraid of lasers. Then,
Yeah, or at least respect them.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you handle them properly and they're not garbage lasers, you can pop some balloons. I like it. All right, Haochuan. So one of my favorite questions on stream, and this is because I watch a lot of movies. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's we've been cord cutters for years, so we don't do TV shows. We just do movies regularly. And so my question for you, you've watched movies, you watch TV shows that get something about chemistry, about spin, about quantum mechanics, about lasers. Which ones get it right and which ones get it wrong?
I'm so bad at this movie question.
What? You don't watch movies?
I did watch movie. I do watch movie, but I don't watch a lot of movie. And a lot of movie I watch was a Chinese movie, so it's very hard to. And then also I don't watch a lot of a sci-fi movies, so I didn't see a lot of connection between movie and my research field. So I cannot actually answer it, but the only thing I remember is when I was in high school, there was a very popular shampoo advertisement. The celebrity keep yelling that, oh, this shampoo contains no chemicals.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What's it made out of? Antimatter? What are they doing?
Yeah, so that's actually a good one. So everyone's laughed at the movie. It's actually Jackie Chan who was the celebrity.
Oh no.
And also became a meme. You can probably search Jackie Chan meme and find this one.
Jackie Chan, no chemicals. Contra vacuum Sassoon.
Yeah. But that was actually a good advertisement. It's funny.
Man, that's fun. Oh man, this is legit Jackie Chan lore. I'll have to find that another time. That's amazing. But Haochuan, unfortunately you're wrong. Contra has the right answer. The real answer is Real Genius. Have you ever heard of this movie?
No, I've never heard.
It is Oh God, what is his name? Main guy, Iceman, passed away, throat cancer. Oh, I hate myself for not getting this answer. Not Christian Slater, it's the other one. Val Kilmer, thank you. God, I should have gotten that. Batman, Val Kilmer plays a graduate student working on lasers.
Oh wow.
And they're trying to develop a space laser.
Oh wow.
The laser
Space
that goes
laser.
from space. And one of my favorite parts of this movie, I mean, there's some problematic things in it, but it captures the frustrations of research and the eureka moments. It also has a Jablonski diagram with potential energy surfaces. So it talks about going to an excited state and coupling with a ground state, and that's the only movie I've ever seen that detailed of analysis of lasers. But Contra or Spectroctopus, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Are there other examples of lasers, quantum chemistry, spin related to film?
That actually reminds me of the other film. That's maybe several years earlier. There was this three-body problem film that came out. And then in the three-body problem original story, it's a story about like aliens, and the alien kind of prevent humans in the earth for science discovery. And then one of the scene was about a femtosecond laser lab got like a found like a very unphysical result, and then they cannot produce it. Something like they find it very hard to continue their research because of the alien interference. And then they have the picture of some green laser and a laser table, some optics. It's kind of funny.
So did you read the books?
I read a book.
You've read all three of them?
Yeah, I read all three.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I read them as well. Did you read them in Chinese or in English?
Yeah, I read it in Chinese.
Okay.
Because the author was Chinese.
Exactly. No, the English translation was a little bit clunky. As I've understood it, it didn't translate particularly well. Like the ideas were there, but the flow wasn't. But nonetheless, yeah, that's been a really fun one.
I think the second book, I heard the second book probably has the best translation because the translator was also a sci-fi writer.
Oh, that's fun.
He's a computer scientist. He writes like AI stuff, and then he translated the second book of the three-body problem.
So the first season of Netflix, that was the first book, if I remember correctly.
I actually didn't watch the
Oh, you haven't
TV.
seen it?
I haven't seen it.
There's a different movie though, or is there? Oh, it's just that one. I don't know if there's a Chinese version of the show or movie.
Yeah, so there is a movie. I think there are two movies. There is one, maybe two TV shows. The Netflix one, is it a TV show or
it's a TV show. It's a series.
Yeah, there is a series. Yeah, there's series, there's movie, and there's a Chinese series.
I might have to watch those with subtitles to know the lore. But wanted to point this out. I own very few DVDs, but one of the DVDs I own is in fact Real Genius.
I need to watch this.
If you have a DVD player, you can take this with you. But yeah, this is Val Kilmer doing laser work.
Oh wow.
It's got Life in the Dorms. It was shot in Caltech actually.
Oh wow.
And so it captures a lot of the fun. So yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is Val Kilmer in Real Genius. Contra is redeemed. Take a drink. So cheers, Haochuan. Thank you again for joining me.
Thank you.
How's Dragon Ball Z going?
It's still going well. I think it's approaching to the end.
As in you're going to beat the game?
I think I'm reading the storyline. I think the story mode is not very long, I believe. Yeah. But you know, the fighting game, it's usually the fun part is to play against your friend.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, but if you're gonna beat the game, let's do it.
We'll see.
But Spectroctopus, you'll be happy to know I did download the Dragon Ball Z for the GameCube. So we're gonna give that a try after this, just to see. So is it hard? Like, are they using strategy, or is this just muck?
Yeah, they're using some strategy in the later. You see this this character can kind of defend your punch.
It's early AI.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. Like if they develop better AI, it's just probably no one can beat them.
Yeah, so this is a debate we have in hiring that actually, I mean, it came up today. Is the people that are, do you hire somebody that's developing AI, or do you hire somebody that's using AI? Like, is AI development a computer science problem, or is it a chemistry problem? I don't know. That's an intriguing topic. What are your thoughts?
I think we need to think about if we are hiring chemists or hiring computer scientists.
Yeah.
For computer scientists, they can develop. I believe it's probably easier for them to develop new methods targeting different kinds of a problem. But chemists may have a specific angle to a certain problem. So actually, for this reason, I don't think if we need to hire some theorists related to AI, we need to hire someone who's a good computational scientist. But I think it's better to hire someone who's a better chemist, theoretical.
To use the tools in AI.
Yeah, who can use the tool.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of what Ali says.
Yeah. No, that's an interesting part of the discussion. And hiring is always an interesting game. For those of you not familiar, we get, lines, we get startup packages, and we try to hire someone. And we're potentially hiring a colleague for the next 30 to 40 years, which is crazy because we have short-term visions of what's important now. But really, the thing I've converged on is we're investing in people and not projects. Because the projects will change, the tools will change. It's a question of how good the person is.
Yeah. We need to hire some good chemists.
Exactly. Good chemists that are thoughtful, can grow and develop with things. So Spectroctopus, I grew up playing a lot of Dragon Ball Z, Budokai, Tenkaichi 2 with my brother.
Wow.
Awesome. So I just downloaded the first one. I found the second one, but I did not.
I heard that was one of the most hardcore game, Tenkaichi.
Man, I missed the Dragon Ball Z generation. I'm a little too old for it. So I missed out on Pokemon as well.
Oh yeah, when I was in elementary school, all my friends are playing Pokemon. And then one of them, who is very good at math, memorized all the numbers and the formula in Pokemon.
Wow.
So whenever he's tired, he would just play Pokemon with himself with numbers, pencil and eraser. So
that's amazing. Yeah, it's a spreadsheet.
Yeah. Also, in Pokemon, there's some random numbers. So he just throw a eraser to generate one random number for that one.
Contra said that's the nerdiest thing of the year. of 25 years ago, yes.
The other thing is, he's also a chemist. He went to Brown doing a theory, and now he's in I think chemist quantum computation. Sorry, quantum chemistry software company.
That's
and
awesome.
Then he's active in Pokemon. He won. I think he won maybe. He went into a semifinal.
It's like the card game?
Not card game, but a video
game.
Video game.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy.
How does competitive video game work? That's like versus each other?
Yeah, they versus each other. You have different teams. And
you get a random deck, or they give you a deck? How does that work?
You create your deck, and
Okay.
then you create your move set.
I see. Wow, that's really fun.
Yeah.
It all paid off.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He truly understands the game.
Yeah.
Exploitations.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Respect to him. I like it. All right, we're coming up on 2 hours. Anyone just joining us, Ask the Scientist Gaming, mediocre gameplay, expert science. Today's guest, Dr. Haochuan Mao, expert in spin chemistry, controlling spin selective chemistry. We haven't talked about that at all. We've talked about quantum computing and quantum information sciences and sensing with spin. But what is spin selective chemistry? Like, if you can control spin, what does that do for reactions?
Yeah, so that's actually a good problem.
Oh, before we go into that, we got to follow up on this. Spectroctopus wants to know your favorite Pokemon. Which one is it? Do you know enough Pokemon? I get asked this and I don't know.
I don't know. Because I learned all those Pokemon's name in Chinese, so I have no idea. what I would say Pikachu then, because everyone knows Pikachu.
Wait, what is the one in Chinese?
You mean?
Yeah, what's your favorite one in Chinese? And how would I spell it phonetically?
I think it's is it like a XIAO HUOLONG. If you then Pokemon.
Charmander. There we go. We got an answer. There you go. Spectroctopus said, describe the Pokemon. Start with the color and go from there. That's problem solving right there. I appreciate that, Spectroctopus.
I didn't know Spectroctopus is that active.
That's awesome. No, it sounds like there's a Dragon Ball Z / Pokemon challenge awaiting.
Oh, wow. It's fun.
Yeah, that is fun. I'm sad I missed Pokemon Red and Blue. Those came out when I was in high school and I wasn't just like playing those games. I missed out on that wave and I'm a little sad about it. So I don't have a favorite Pokemon. I regret it.
Red and Blue.
All right. Man, we should do another prediction. Which one do we want to do?
The cat one, then.
So we're going to do a personal question.
Because it's related to Pokemon.
I like it. Wait, what's your cat's name?
A chestnut.
Okay, it's not Charmander.
It's close enough.
All right. So this is a question that you guys can't possibly know the answer to. Go ahead, use ChatGPT, use Google, use whatever you want. Haochuan's cat can jump greater than 6 feet or less than 6 feet. And what I love most about this question is, sure, a cat can jump more than 6 feet. But is Haochuan's cat morbidly obese and can't? Like, we don't know. So the question is, can Haochuan's cat jump greater than 6 feet or less than 6 feet? I love it. What have you guys learned from Haochuan's gameplay? I mean, we did get the golden or the slippers that let you jump 2 tiles high in Solstice. Contra. To be honest, I was always kind of annoyed with Pokemon. Even when I was a little, I thought it was pretty dumb. But now I love playing Pokemon Go because it helps me walk around.
That's good.
Oh, did you hit the Pokemon Go craze at all?
Yeah, I was in Australia in an internship when the Pokemon Go was popular. And then we have a cohort of classmates who got that internship. And then there is this regional Pokemon in different continents. I think the Australia one is the one that's similar to kangaroo. And everyone was looking for the Pokemon. It's kind of fun.
Man, I always thought that was so that came out. It was shortly after I started at FSU. It was probably my 3rd or 4th year, and like my grad students and undergrads were out wandering around looking for Pokemon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was really unfair because, like, if you were in a major city, your likelihood of getting rare Pokemon was higher than if you're in the middle of nowhere.
I actually don't know.
Right? Like the
probably.
probability.
I agree. I think probably they kind of populate the Pokemon based on the.
Because there were like videos of people marching on Central Park because there was a rare Pokemon.
I see.
I don't know. Contra, you can correct me if I'm wrong on it, but that was my impression. Oh man, we are even split on greater than 6 feet, less than 6 feet.
That's good.
Haochuan, what's the answer?
The answer should be more than 6 feet. I can pull up a video.
Oh man, so you got a cat that can jump.
Let's see.
So not morbidly obese or very morbidly obese and athletic. Either one.
Let me find this. Let me find this picture. So
There you can see, maybe. It's kind of hard. Wait, let's go. Let's go. Sorry, let's go there. All right, so try that one.
So he jumped on on the top of the bookshelf, which is very similar height as a door frame.
Wow.
So I think it's
that's fun. Wait, where are you posting that with the animation?
Oh, it's like a cheerleader. At oil, which means you get this.
That's fun. I like it. So, greater than 6 feet, congratulations. Who said that? Contra, you knew it. Congratulations, enjoy your standard internet units. We learned something about Haochuan's cat today. How's the fighting going?
Oh, I cannot beat this, the final one.
So this is the final boss?
I think this is the final boss.
Man, I'm sure there's some stupid exploit in this.
Oh.
Oof, starting out with damage. That's brutal.
Oh, what happened?
We'll look up final boss exploit and see if there's anything.
Oh.
All right. To defeat the final boss, use spam heavy strategies utilizing high damage characters like Kid Gohan or Gotenkus, spamming up special attacks and controlling distance with ki blasts, allowing the exploit AI inability to handle the constant pressure.
Oh, I probably don't have the...
You don't have the right character?
Yeah, this is not the final then. Oh. Cannot beat the game.
No worries.
It's okay, it's okay.
It's your first time playing in like 20 years. We're going to give you leeway on it. Glad you tried it. That's fun. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, we're about on the 2-hour mark. Ask a Scientist Gaming, mediocre gameplay, expert science. We are drinking some delirium tremens, which we learned is a condition related to withdrawal from alcohol, which is kind of sick and twisted. But on top of that, we played a little bit of Solstice. We went on to Dragon Ball Z. This version is the Supersonic Warriors. So the American version is Supersonic Warrior. So yeah, we're playing a little bit of that, going through the story mode in English, learning the lore. Talking about quantum information science is talking about spin on electrons, spin in chemistry. And so I interrupted you to go back to the discussion related to Pokemon characters, but spin in chemistry. Why does spin matter in reactions?
Why does spin matter in reaction? Because whenever you have a electron transfer reaction happens, then or if you think about, you can oxidize some substance. The electron carries spin. So early in the day, people found that it's similar to the how bird people proposed that bird react with magnetic field. So for instance, if you have some electron transfer event, if you have an electron transfer event, actually the magnetic field can perturb the spin such that your product can have like your product can let's say if you generate different product from different spin configuration, your magnetic field, if it perturbs the spin, it kind of alters the composition of different products. So this is actually why people propose that birds migration it can be quantum mechanical, because they propose that the magnetic field change this spin composition, which ultimately changes the downstream photochemistry, which then can create a different signaling pathway for the birds to sense magnetic field.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Teleporting moves some bullshit though. You can't do anything.
Maybe you can dodge.
Contra brought up a good point on this last question. So the question was, Haochuan's cat can jump Greater than 6 feet, less than 6 feet. Contra said, I was betting it would included jumping down.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, you just completely negated that question.
Wow.
And if it was a Gen Chem student, I would give all of them credit because it's a bad question.
Yeah, that's
that clever as hell, Contra. Well done.
I learned.
I mean, that's what's hard about writing good questions is you don't know what the most, extreme it's not even extreme. It's like, does that include jumping down, jumping forward, jumping up? Yeah. And a character count, I might have ruined your question when I cut it down, but
but I guess jumping down over 6 feet is also true.
Yeah, exactly. So the answer is always greater than 6 feet. Yeah. So if a cat can't jump down 6 feet, something's very, very wrong. Oh, get it.
Cool. Yeah. Well, there's another good example for spin chemistry and quantum information science is that people found that a lot of defect, defect means some imperfection in the solid state material. Maybe we can move on to different games.
All right. Do you want to try the GameCube version?
Sure.
All right. This one's for you, Spectroctopus. We're going to try this. I don't know if this works. I've not tested it at all. This could crash my computer. We're going to see.
Eugene and you built this.
Yeah, we did. What I'm really upset about is we had a time-lapse camera set up to record the building, but it lost the information on the card. So I don't actually have a video of us building it. But yeah, Eugene helped me build this computer from scratch. First computer I've assembled with the help of my theoretical chemistry colleague who builds computers for a living.
This microphone is also very nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty elaborate setup. But yeah, it was just post-COVID. It's been 5 years now. But yeah, 3 lights, 2 microphones, 2 cameras, and a whole lot of accessories. I think the most challenging part was figuring out all these emulators. All right, so we are on to GameCube. So
which
this one.
So
Haochuan, in addition to playing Solstice for the first time, is now playing, what is this called? Dragon Ball Z Budokai. This was a suggestion from Spectroctopus. And so we're doing this for the first time right now, so we're going to see how Haochuan does. Press start button.
Which one is start button?
Probably that one.
This is very advanced.
No idea what we're doing. Lori, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. What is the drink of choice tonight? We are drinking delirium tremens. And so this is an 8.5% alcohol beer, which I'm actually feeling right now because I'm about 1.5 in. But there it is if you guys want to check it out. Highly rated on Beer Advocate. But what we learned from Cuddle Puppy today is this delirium tremens is the descriptor for the medical condition of alcohol withdrawal. So 48 to 72 hours after you go cold turkey after heavy drinking. Turns out there's a lot of negative symptoms, including hallucinations and all sorts of stuff. And so delirium tremens is the descriptor of that condition. So this is pretty twisted. You got that one right there. So yeah, fun fact for everyone. I am a lightweight, Lori. I don't drink much. I drink every other Wednesday and the occasional Saturday. That is what my life is now. Contra said, I couldn't stand not having a beer with you all tonight, so I went and got some Voodoo Ranger. Yeah, Voodoo Ranger is pretty good. We've had that on stream before. I don't remember who makes Voodoo Ranger. Who's the...
Oh, wow. That's I never...
Are you ready for this? This is...
Mysterious alien attack.
Oh, man. All right, Spectroctopus, this one's for you. It turns out this is just all special moves. New Belgium IPA.
Well, what an unexpected
You guys have to tell me if the volume's too loud or too quiet. We have not calibrated for this GameCube at all, so...
So kick, blast, wave, punch, guard.
Guard. Nobody guards this. I refuse to let you use guard.
Oh wait, I missed a special move.
Oh man, are you ready for this 3D graphic? They're not flying around nearly enough. So unrealistic.
How do I fly? What am I doing?
I mean, I appreciate you trying this blindly.
Wow.
All right, while you're playing this game for the first time, I have a super important question for you. Unlimited budget, no moral qualms. What experiments would you do?
Oh,
This could include dissecting bird eyes for quantum mechanics. This could be shooting a laser at the moon. This could be anything you want. What would you shoot for the moon? Manhattan Project of Haochuan Mao. What would it look like?
so I would say, I think deep down I'm still a chemist, so I'm very intrigued by this kind of molecule called endohedral fullerene. So so it actually means that you can the fullerene is like a football shaped molecule composed of carbon. You can put like a atom inside a fullerene. But however, people put the atom inside the fullerene in a very weird way. Like they blast the cold soot with high voltage. So it's really not a chemistry way of making them. But there are some efforts of opening using some real chemical reaction to open this fullerene and put a water molecule and then close the fullerene. But this is the only example. They can only make a water molecule inside the fullerene. So if I have an unlimited resource, I'm very curious if you can make other type of fullerene with this type of strategy instead of just blasting high energy electric field or like plasmonics to make them. One example is this nitrogen. Like you can encapsulate a nitrogen atom, neutral nitrogen atom inside a fullerene. That's very crucial to quantum information science because when the nitrogen atom is encapsulated in the fullerene, the spin coherence. So you can think about the coherence time as the how robust you can store this atom to store quantum information. So this lifetime is very, very long. So it's actually a very good candidate.
Inside a fullerene.
Yeah,
I mean, so you don't care about vibrational modes and stuff. I mean, it's a pseudo nitrogen vacancy in a diamond, but inside a buckyball.
It's completely isolated.
Huh.
Yeah, I think it'll be very cool if you can make it.
So it doesn't couple to the vibrational modes of the C60 then?
Yeah, not
very
really,
weakly.
Very weakly. And if you think about it, you can potentially put a lot of different atoms into that'll be very fun.
And as long as it's suspended within the center of the C60, there's spatial separation.
And
that's intriguing. So the water one, presumably they just rely on a liquid solvent and they encapsulate it because it's just like random motion and one happens to go in there and you close it at the right time.
Yes, very true. They open it and then when they close the buckyball, there is some probability of closing it with a water molecule.
So how do they typically, if my understanding is they'll take like a sheet of graphite and they'll treat it with something, you'll have atoms on it, and then you'll either electrochemically or optically ablate it to make the C60.
C60. I think it's very random. They just apply maybe 5 voltage and on some just graphite, and then they just run this material through HPLC to isolate the C60.
Yeah, I see. They get 1 out of 1,000 atoms might do what they want it to do.
Yeah.
Spectroctopus said, "This is a gift. What a blast from the past." Congratulations, you're playing. If you have any advice for Haochuan as he marches through, he's playing Dragon Ball Z on the GameCube for the first time ever. How do you feel about the GameCube controller?
I think it's very comfortable.
It is one of the most unique controllers out of the series. I think N64 and GameCube are... What the hell am I watching right now? Spectroctopus, answer for yourself. What just happened?
What should I do? Rotate right.
Oh, you're trying to get in the beam path? Man, Spectroctopus.
I know.
This is the plot. What are we doing right here?
Oh, I think I don't need to.
Oh, you were way aggressively rotating.
Yeah.
You just need to hold him in the path long enough. Oh man, as promised, mediocre gameplay expert science, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do on every other Wednesday night.
That's funny.
Oh, I like exploring games we've never played before because this is a shock to everyone involved. Nobody can say Spectroctopus while drinking. Fight me. I don't know. I've gotten pretty good at it. Oh man, Eugene hates the name Spectroctopus. He cannot pronounce it for some reason.
Spectroctopus.
It's an outstanding name, and I appreciate it. This is critical to the gameplay right here. The
If Eugene cannot pronounce it, I'm okay.
exactly. And we're like delirium tremens in.
Clear. Oh, finally.
You did it.
Finally, yeah. I think there's a timer, and at least as long as you're at the center of the beam.
Cuddle puppy.
end of the-
Just what every fighting game needs. Awkward, quick time events. Absolutely. If you guys remember back to the early Street Fighter where you had to beat up a car. Man, did you play Street Fighter at all? Are you familiar with the game? Have you seen the trailer for the new movie?
No.
Oh my god,
There
it
was
is
a movie.
amazing. Yes, they're coming out with a new Street Fighter. So there was like the 1990s Street Fighter with Raul Julia and spectacular for other reasons. But the new one just embraces the corniness so much. I am ecstatic. It literally has a scene of Ken beating up a car.
Oh wow. Wow.
Man,
Oh,
test
that's
your
nice.
might. No, I strongly recommend. If you guys are a fan of Street Fighter, watch the trailer for the new movie. I'm excited. The best Reddit comment I saw on the trailer for the new movie was, it should come out on a Tuesday, which is absolutely true. If you've seen the original movie, are you familiar?
No, I've never seen the movie.
Oh, it's so bad. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
When will the new movie come
And
out?
Vice, the new one is, it's got to be soon, right? Street Fighter movie. 2026. When's the release date? October 16th, 2026. So we have some time. But you guys should check out the trailer if you've not seen it yet. It is awesomely... They've fully leaned into what that video game is, and it is spectacular. Isn't there a Dragon Ball Z movie coming out, too? There was like a 2026 one, right? A movie? I mean, there's been a bunch of movies, but I thought there was a live action one they were going for. Oh man, there was that terrible one, Dragon Ball Evolution. Did you see that one?
No, I've never
Well, it's-
watched the Dragon Ball Z.
It was 2009 movie. It's a
Oh, I
bunch of
think
the
I
white
watched
guys. Yeah, it was so terrible. Oof. Whitewashing anime is just a mistake every single time they do it. Whether it's Ghost in a Shell or Dragon Ball Z, don't do it.
Yeah, like musicals, they put a lot of musical on the movie. It's never good. I noticed you have a cam draw on this computer.
I do. I mean, this is my semi-work computer at home, actually. In addition to having emulators for every game pre-2005, I have ChemDraw and Origin. Plus Excel, PowerPoint, and Word.
Where-
Oh. You didn't watch the Dragon Ball Z show? No, I did not. I'm sufficiently old that I missed the Dragon Ball Z wave. But I can tell you endless factoids about Scooby-Doo, because that was my wave.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is spectacular. Transgenerational. It bridges all ages. But yeah, I missed the Dragon Ball Z wave. I missed the Pokemon wave. Missed the Minecraft wave, which my daughter is now riding.
Yeah.
Oh, they give you moves there. There was specials.
Yeah, I just skipped it.
Scooby-Doo is the show for skeptics. Yeah, there's this awesome, if you guys are familiar with Tim Minchin, he's a Australian comedian. He wrote Matilda, but he also has his own songs. One is like bring your canvas bags to the supermarket and all sorts of things, but he has this 10-minute beat poem called Storm, which it has a spectacular line in it about if you want to like teach your kids something, have them watch Scooby-Doo, because every time there's a ghost or a ghoul, it ends up being a person in a mask. So behind all the magic and mysticism, there is always something scientifically sound that we can find from it. And yeah, Scooby-Doo is a spectacular lesson. Scooby-Doo is the show for people who could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling kids and that dumb mutt. Absolutely. Wow, Contra said, I've hung out with Tim a couple of times. That's amazing. Tim Minchin is outstanding. Very clever. Let me find that for you guys quick. Tim Minchin, Storm. I will not play it on stream because I don't want a takedown notification, but I will share it with you guys. There we go. You should check this link out after the stream, after Haochuan has sufficiently beat Dragon Ball Z. All right. He almost used my piano for a show in Texas because Fundamentals... Wow, the Fundamentals piano renter revoked his piano at the last minute, sent him a letter calling him a demon. To be fair, Tim Minchin does have a song called Fuck the Pope. So, I get it. But in his defense, that's also related to the Catholic Church cover-up of child rape. So, pros and cons. Anyway, sorry to go down that route. Haochuan, how is Dragon Ball Z?
Wow. You can move on. Because I'm just randomly pressing those buttons to...
All right, I'll change subject a little bit. Favorite equation?
Oh,
After a beer and a half, what is your favorite equation?
I don't have a favorite equation, to be honest. So hard.
Well, which one do you use the most?
I think I use the Liouville equation most for the spin evolution.
How do you spell Liouville?
Liu.
I do not know how to spell it. How's it spelled?
Liuvel.
Liu.
Bille maybe.
Is that it?
Let me see.
No, that's a flow equation.
I think it's just equation. This one.
Oh,
Because
L-I-O-U-V. I've never seen it spelled out. All right, so why is this your favorite?
Oh, because when you have you in spin chemistry, oftentimes you're dealing with some how your electron spin interact with let's say a nuclear spin or other electron spin or magnetic field. You can write down the spin Hamiltonian. If you want to know the time evolution of your state, you can use this equation. Yeah, I think it's a Liouville. No, if you search quantum Liouville van Neumann, yeah.
So it's-
Liouville van Neumann.
So it's not your favorite, but it's the most common you use.
Yeah, I don't have a my favorite. I don't know. I'm very bad at favorite questions.
No worries. It's hard. It's hard. Like I hate getting asked what's your favorite movie.
Yeah, it's very hard
because it depends on the context and what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I think a lot of those equations are very nice. It looks very simple, but can be very complicated depending on your system. So it's kind of, I always like simplicity, and then you just need several lines of code to get it complicated. It's kind of fun.
Contra said, fun fact, if you rub a little DMSO while drinking, you get drunk faster.
Oh gosh,
Through skin drinking. Yeah.
It's time to put away all the DMSO in my lab.
So I grew up in backwoods Minnesota, right? And there were people that would get drunk by injecting into their veins.
Wow.
Because then you get drunk quicker,
That's
right?
great.
Directly injecting into it. Also, there are anecdotes about, alcohol enemas, right? If you put it in your ass, it absorbs through the membrane.
Wow.
So, yeah, DMSO is the least of my concerns about people getting drunk.
I see.
Cuddle Puppy, I just replaced my bloodstream with Everclear. Oh, man.
So the story I heard when I was in college was, back then, a lot of Chinese organic chemists are kind of trained by Russian chemists, because back then, like U.S. and the Soviet Union, the big countries in the world that have the best technology and science.
Yeah.
And then the story I heard from my college organic professor, I'm pretty sure it's wrong, is that in some literature they use ethanol as solvent, but you will find that in a lot of Soviet Union literature they use
Everclear.
butanol as solvent, because if you use ethanol, a Soviet chemist may drink ethanol. I don't think it's real.
Oh, no. I'm sure that's propaganda, but that's a little funny.
I don't think it's real.
Oh,
we should ask Igor.
Yeah, he might have insights. That's fun. Yeah, Igor and I are going to Brazil next week, actually.
Oh, for
He's the IAPS meeting, yeah.
Nice.
So I will have to ask him there.
But I don't think it's a real. It sounds very strange.
So going back to the unlimited budget, so you want to put atoms inside a buckyball, so you want single atoms in the center of them. Does orientation matter in that case?
I don't think so, because
It's sufficiently decoupled from the symmetry of the C60 that it's a free atom, basically.
yeah, and also
isolated in space.
yeah, I agree. And also the C60 has such high symmetry, it's an isocahedral, and then
Yeah. So it doesn't
maybe
really
the
matter.
site matter. It depends. I think research has shown that some metal will have the preferential site instead of being at the center. So I think it indicates that the atom wants to get out of the bucket if
see.
it's approaching one of the face, some. It's not at the center. That means it's approaching some curvature of the bucketball.
So Contra's question is, how do you get the molecule inside the fullerene?
I don't know.
In a controlled way. We don't have a good way to
Yeah,
do
we don't
that.
have a good way. If we have a control, is and the other related to research, you can just daydream those type of question was MV center is very popular. Is there a way to kind of control the MV center in the diamond, like control synthesis of those defects, so the defect would no longer be defects, but in all the structure. So it's kind of part of the crystal structure.
So those of you not familiar, so diamond is a lattice of carbon, right? Connected in three-dimensional space, these adamantane units. And if you replace one of those carbon atoms with the nitrogen atom, it's called the nitrogen vacancy. And they're really good for quantum information sciences. They're like optically addressable. They're really pure signals, all sorts of positive things. But you put nitrogens in a diamond randomly.
Yeah.
So you can't control where it is. You can't, I guess they can control the number to some degree, but positionally they can't control it.
Yeah, they cannot.
But the idea is, can you trap that nitrogen in a specific thing? And Haochuan's describing a scenario where you put it inside C60. And I guess theoretically you could lay out an array of C60 on a surface and have a read-write interface or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's the holy grail of controlling nitrogen vacancies. Right?
Yeah. So far, the best thing people can do is to have very low concentration of those sites, and then they just use microscope to look for clustered, like two nitrogen vacancy to do experiment with, or single nitrogen vacancy to do experiment, or three nitrogen vacancy to do experiment.
And you'd love to be able to control the distance between them and the cup.
In a well-controlled way. And the other effort people made was they can, diamond growth is kind of figured out. you can grow structures of diamond, and you can, let's say, you can grow different pillars with well-defined distance, and they are trying to dope those pillars with those
Interesting.
defects.
I didn't know you could grow diamond pillars. How do they do that? That's like templated CVD?
I actually don't know how they grow it. I don't know if they etched it eventually or they kind of they grow in the first place. I think it's easier to kind of etch the structure.
I see. So they grow a monolayer by monolayer diamond and then they etch out
Yeah,
pillars.
so that's more possible.
That's pretty
I don't know exactly how they grow it, but
That's fun. Without high pressure, yeah. Contra, the way they grow the biggest diamonds is actually chemical vapor deposition. So they'll basically atomize carbon and then layer it on a surface, and you can grow diamonds from the ground up. And so it's not growing like a diamond like sphere or monolith or whatever it might be. It's actually growing diamond layers. And so yeah, that's how we grow the biggest diamonds right now.
yeah.
And they control the doping that way, right? They can add
Yeah,
different atoms like nitrogen or boron or whatever it is.
Yeah, they just shoot beams, and like usually for nitrogen, it's in the nitrogen atmosphere. Then they shoot electron beam and to create a defect.
Yeah. So you can make chocolate diamonds, you can make blue diamonds, you can make nitrogen vacancy rich diamonds.
And the other fun fact, I think the city that produced most of the diamond is a city in China.
Oh, really? They're the main producer?
Yeah, main producer, and it's very cheap. I know one of my friend just keep ordering diamond from that city. Some company in that city.
No, absolutely. Put the De Beers out of business. I have a diatribe I give to every general chemistry class I teach about how much of a scam the diamond industry is. So yes. Diamonds were forever. Diamonds are not forever. They are thermodynamically favorable to generate CO2.
Yeah,
So
very true.
they're not forever. I can show it mathematically from entropy and enthalpy formations, which I teach in general chemistry too.
Maybe you should demonstrate the burning diamond.
So I have a GIF in one of my kinetics. It's like,
Nice.
yeah, oxygen plus carbon gives you CO2. Lori, Brazil next week. Yes, next Wednesday. My wife and I are leaving to Brazil for a week. The Inter-American Photochemical Society does a meeting in South America every 5 or so years, and it's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So yeah, Debbie and I, it happens to coincide with next Sunday is Debbie and I's 20th anniversary, actually. And so we are going to Brazil to hang out for a week. We're spending a couple days in Sao Paulo, then we'll go to the conference. So yeah, we're going to do a bike tour in Sao Paulo, which will be really fun. So yeah, it's one of the perks of our job.
That's nice. That's nice.
There's a lot of suffering we go through, but the travel, the conferences, the friends, playing video games while drinking alcohol. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. We're leaving the kids at home because they shouldn't travel internationally.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's gonna take care?
The Debbie's mom is coming down to take care of them.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are kids gonna travel with you?
No, I refuse to bring kids anywhere until they're like 13 years old because they have no idea if they're in Brazil or they're in like Cincinnati, right? They don't know. It's a new city. So anyway,
True, very true.
Spectroctopus has redeemed request a factoid. Do you have a factoid you want to drop? And do you want to keep playing this, or do you want to try? We could do Mario Kart on this.
Yeah, we can do Mario Kart.
Pop up some Mario Kart.
I've consumed my factoid.
You don't have any more factoids? There's got to be something interesting, knowledge bomb you want to drop. Uh-oh. Why did it freeze? All right, we'll go to Talking Heads. You have no more factoids. Spectroctopus.
Because I just
He went through all the...
I've been drinking, and then all the factoids just got spit out.
Man, I have a really fun factoid I learned about this week, actually. It's called orphaned negatives. So I've never heard of this term before, but orphan negative, I learned about this from today I learned on Reddit. There are certain phrases where the negative still exists, but the positive does not. And so if you have like a word like disinformation, right? So information still exists in our nomenclature, but dis does not. But nonchalant, meaning the opposite of chalant, nobody uses the word chalant, but we kept nonchalant. And so there are all sorts of negatives like that exist, but the positive, it no longer exists in English language, which is kind of fun. All right. I'll find examples of that real quick, but that was that was breathtaking to me because English language evolves so rapidly that there are certain words that we don't use anymore, and chalant is one of them, but nonchalant is not.
I also learned some language-related thing because I've been listening to this audio book about the language. There is one thing that's called pidgin. It's not the bird, but it's like a business language when you have trading an event between two countries that don't have the same language system.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would develop this new language that's close to one of them, like that has grammar in like country A, but like words from country B, something like that. And this is not a formal language. And I feel like when I first came to the US, a lot of our English I spoke was pidgin language instead of real English.
Story. All right, we're going to Mario Kart. This is Mario Kart Double Dash. It's the GameCube version of the Mario Kart, which you haven't played this one, but you liked it when we tried it. So let's give it a shot. Oh, where is that poem? Man, there's a short story. Sorry, I looked up a bunch of examples of these orphaned, negative orphans. Disgruntled, because we never use the word gruntled. We probably should. We feel gruntled, which just means we're content. Unkempt, which we don't talk about kempt as in being tidy. Nonchalant, no one's chalant. Disheveled, shoveled is no longer used. Unwieldy, do we describe something as wieldy? Innocuous, when was the last time you heard innocuous? These are random orphaned words, or unpaired orphan negatives is what they did describe them as. Disgruntled. I need to bring gruntled back. we don't use gruntled enough. Oh, here's the story. It's Jack Winter, How I Met My Wife. All right, there's a Reddit thread. The first comment on this Reddit thread is a story written with these negative orphans.
Negative.
And so it's hard because you know what the words mean, but they're so foreign that they're unusual. It's hard to read through it. And so it's been a rough day. So when I walked to the party, I was very chalant, despite my efforts to appear gruntled and consolate. I was furling my wieldy umbrella and coat check when I saw her standing alone in the corner. She was a descript person.
Nice.
We use indescript, but not descript. So that was my fun factoid for the week. And we ran through all your factoids. We should do one of the predictions, one more prediction. This one's kind of fun. I didn't know that one. Should we pop that one up?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do another prediction while Haochuan plays Mario Kart Double Dash for the first time ever. How is it compared to the Mario Kart? You played Nintendo 64 version?
I don't think I played the Nintendo 64 version. I think I played DS version.
Oh, DS. I did not download that one. I should probably find it. No. All right, we're going to put up the prediction right now for you guys. Click the predict button right now. The question is, first magnetic resonance experiments. And so magnetic resonance, basically magnetic fields, microwaves. These are the things that led to things like MRI measurements, but also the foundational aspects of NMR and EPR. And so the question is, when did this technology first come into play? Was it pre-1950 or post-1950 when we first started to look at magnetic resonance of atoms, of electrons, of whatever it is? When did that happen? Pre-1950s or post-1950s? Again, MRI technology didn't come until later, those like 1970s, if I remember correctly. But the question is, when did the early experiments happen? And so we needed to control microwaves. We needed magnetic fields large enough. Is that pre-1950 or post-1950? Anything you want to add to that?
No, it can. So it can be magnetic resonance on electrons or nucleus.
This feels like a trick question. I don't think so. I think it's just a history question. I guess it depends how you define resonance. I don't know. I look forward to hearing why this is a trick.
Well, yeah, I'm curious too. Why is it a trick question?
It's not like the cat jumping 6 feet up or 6 feet down.
Oh, I think because I think you review some technology.
Yeah. But like the first experiments, fundamental experiments where someone said this is magnetic resonance, pre-1950 or post-1950, how recent was that technological development? Spectroctopus is all in on this one. All right, let's find out. Betting big with your imaginary internet points. It's all pride on the line at this point.
I didn't know Spectroctopus has so many this virtual currency.
I don't know how much you guys actually make.
In
it's like
already.
100 internet unit points per hour or something. I have no idea. But bet big, we have nothing to lose. Ooh, wow, we're split again. 50-50, betting equally across the board. Haochuan, what is the answer?
Yes, it's a pre-1950.
1950, and so I have the timeline written down here. So the first EPR was 1944, NMR was 1946.
So actually the first EPR is earlier. It's actually, I actually before this I googled it. It says I think it's in 1978. 30. I'm sorry.
1938 was the first EPR. So explain EPR and NMR and what that difference is.
Yeah, the difference is really E and R, right? Nucleus and E stands for electron, and then N stands for nucleus. So technically, you can say it's electromagnetic resonance. The reason you say paramagnetic is because oftentimes a lot of those species are defined as paramagnetic. They align with magnetic field, but they don't. If you have a lot of them, they don't spontaneously align with each other. But the first electrons being resonance with certain electromagnetic wave to absorb the electromagnetic wave energies. This experiment was done in 1938 by Rabi. He demonstrated this effect on copper and manganese. What's fun about these two elements is it's kind of a evil element, because oftentimes when you do a measurement at low temperature, you see this the background in the resonator. You want to get rid of them. So those two are common impurity in your measurement. You want to get rid of. So naturally you would think, okay, that actually makes sense that the first experiment was done in those two elements. And the nuclear magnetic resonance, the first experiment was done on actually it's very physicsy, because that first experiment was done in the molecular beam of lithium chloride.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I think it's in 1945 or so.
If I remember correctly, the first solution was water, and then it was ethanol.
Yeah, the first solution is water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 month later, I think at Stanford, they perform. Oh no, actually, the first solution is water, but the first NMR is actually on paraffin proton. It's actually a month earlier than water, I believe.
Wow. Solid state was earlier.
Yeah, because there are a lot of spin.
I don't know. I guess that makes sense.
It's denser.
Static. That's really fun. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's the precursor to what we call MRI now, magnetic resonance imagery. Fun factoid, they dropped the nuclear because it was developed like during the Cold War and people were scared of nuclear. And so they'd rather call it magnetic resonance imaging rather than nuclear magnetic resonance imaging. And so NMR became MRI. So, yeah, that's how you image in the body. You look at relaxation of nuclear spins within water, and it changes depending on whether it's bone or cancer or whatever tissue it's related to. So yeah, fun fact on the origin of NMR, MRI, it's all magnetic resonance. It's just a question of what you're looking at and whether you're resolving it 3D or not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's pretty
Oh, this is fun. Contra, why do they need contrast material to see it in an MRI? Are you familiar with these contrasting agents?
Yeah, I know contrast reagent has a pretty long P1 relaxation rate. Usually,
Yeah.
a lot of them are made of gadolinium. So I think you can think about in some disease, you don't really see, you cannot distinguish between diseased tissue and non-diseased tissue. But if in your contrast agent, it can kind of bind certain stuff in the diseased tissue, and that has some element with a different relaxation rate than water, you can actually identify those diseased tissue. This is how I understand.
Man, if you guys want to hear one of the stupidest, like, simple ways that we identify cancer in a lot of these contrasting and imaging experiments, is cancer is uncontrolled growth of cells. And what it does is it constricts blood vessels and the circulatory system. So essentially the tubes that transport stuff in the blood are smaller. So you get a buildup of big molecules. And so that's why you end up with these contrast agents ending up in cancer more than not in cancer.
Yeah.
And so if you have a big molecule and you have this gadolinium inside of whatever chelator agent, it builds up in cancer cells more than it does elsewhere. And I don't think you need it. It's just easier to see if you have it.
So yeah, think about like a diagnostic. People always try to do it quickly, and you don't want to spend too much effort identifying these.
All right, we are at 10:40. It's probably time to transition to NARC. I'm optimistic that Haochuan's going to have a good NARC time. Do you want to finish this race? Are you ready for NARC?
Yeah.
It's time. This will be the third game you play for the first time tonight.
Yeah.
But it's just, we did a little practice earlier, so Haochuan is ready for NARC. We're going to close with low resolution.
We can do NARC right now.
You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm not doing well in this game.
Let's do it. We're going to close GameCube. All right, it is time. Narcolepsy, how dare you?
What happened? Narcolepsy.
All right, Haochuan, before you press start, you need to know the lore. So here's the original cartridge.
Oh, wow.
So NARC, no one had the guts till now.
Oh,
there you guys go.
wow.
There's the cover art. You see the blood splatter upon it.
Wow.
You are Max Force. Your mission: bust Mr. Big and destroys dreaded criminal empire, seize all contraband, stolen money, illegal weapons, use rocket bombs, high-powered machine guns, apprehend all suspects, protect the innocent, punish the guilty, stop at nothing. We are going to win the war on drugs. It is time.
Where did you
guys
get this
ready?
cartridge?
So this was actually, every time I go to a new city, I search for video games. So like when I went between University of Utah and Utah State, when I visited there, I hit up 6 retro video game stores. And so this one was actually, it was a visit to Sarasota for the IAPS meeting. I found a retro game store that had NARC in the original. You guys can see the box, it's the original NARC box cover art. So are you ready? Are you ready to do this? Do you want to see your clock or do you not want to see the clock?
I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see the clock. All right. I can tell you Spectroctopus is time, but let's do it. Press start. It's in really good shape. It's in there. The cartridge, we have the original booklet inside of that. They sell it in this really nice plastic casing. So yeah. Written and directed by Nancy Reagan. Absolutely Contra. Thank you. Secret Agent, thank you for joining us. Welcome back to the stream. No worries if you're late. We're hanging out talking about spin. We're talking about chemistry while playing NARC. If you guys have questions for Haochuan, he's happy to answer them. Questions about quantum information sciences, about electron spin, about electrons moving, about nuclei and their spin. He is happy to answer those. We have journeyed through many topics tonight, whether it be bird navigation systems or putting, atoms inside of buckyballs to simulate diamond. We can do it. We're happy to talk about it. I have to go to bed and watch out for dogs and syringes. Absolutely. 1980s were a strange time. Thankfully, you were born after this phase. If you guys have any last minute questions for Haochuan, he is happy to answer. He is on a mission to go fast. So put your card in, go through the door. He did confess that he watched my speed run before the stream, so he knows what the game is. Did you watch the Eugene, the 2-player one?
Yeah, I watched that one.
Yeah.
I think that's the first one I watched. So I'm curious who played with you.
Yeah, it was Eugene. It was a long time conversing about when we were going to do it, but we figured out strategies, and
Nice.
we beat the previous record by 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
actually.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
That's amazing.
So yeah, fun times. But yeah, if you guys have questions for Haochuan, he's happy to answer them. Is there any questions I didn't ask you? What's the Earth is flat or anti-vax equivalent in your field? I think you answered that. The Jackie Chan commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, chemical-free shampoo. Is that what it was?
Yeah, chemical-free shampoo.
And this was going throughout China. Okay, so up here you're going to have to get to the door and you're going to shoot the guys wearing black with bullets. If you shoot them with rockets, they won't drop, so keep going. You got to be closer to the door. If you shoot them with rockets, they won't drop a card. If you shoot them too far away, they won't drop a card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, this game's dumb.
So a lot of randomness. Is this a car?
How does spin affect MRI technology?
Technology-wise, I thought the MRI is based on spin.
Yeah, it's exclusively measuring spin, which is
yeah.
interesting enough.
I think the previously the audience mentioned the contrast reagent. That's an example. So you can create some reagent for faster diagnosis.
Yeah, so the general idea behind MRI is you take a really big magnet and you align spins. And in this case, it's nuclear spins. And in their case, they particularly, I think it's hydrogen and water,
Yeah,
right? They're looking at hydrogen
usually
relaxation. If you align a spin species, a nuclear spin, it oscillates. You're going to jump in that car, stay on the bottom, and go as far as you can. You're aligning all these nuclear spins, and then you shoot it with microwaves, and it flips the spin, and then the spin relaxes back. So you can imagine a top basically falling over rather than being oscillating sideways, it goes to the top. And this relaxation time is what you're actually seeing on an MRI. And so the color difference is actually the time it takes for that relaxation to occur. And so if it's in fatty tissue, that relaxation time is different than if it's in bone or liver or kidney. And then all of a sudden you add a contrast agent where you put a magnet next to this spin, the relaxation changes a lot. And so that's why they add that contrasting agent. So what a clever measure.
Yeah.
The fact that we casually do this regularly in hospitals, it blows my mind.
I actually never done this.
Oh, you've never had an MRI?
Yeah, I've never had an MRI, but I browsed through Rob Sherko's website. He did an MRI on his brain, and I think in that website he mentioned that in the beginning maybe there is some mistakes on the measurement, so they thought that there was something in the brain, but it turns out it's an artifact. That's kind of funny.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think the other fact I learned about MRI is, technically, although I guess it's not technically diffraction limited measurement, but if you think about it, it's still effectively a diffraction limit measurement, since the micro radio frequency is in a meter or centimeter, but MRI can have a spatial resolution of millimeter, which is kind of cool.
That's really amazing. Oh, look at that. First time, we got a first time chatter, and it's a raid from Actual Education, a fellow education and science related streamer joining us for the night. If you guys haven't checked out Actual Education, check them out. They do science and math tutoring on Twitch. And so if somebody wants help with their math or science, stay on the bottom, go up to the top. Sorry, I gotta coach Haochuan through this. He's speedrunning NARC as fast as he possibly can. Actual Education, thank you for joining us. Thank you for rating us. It's always a pleasure to see you on stream. Really appreciate it. Star Prod, thank you for the first time chat. We're talking about spin in chemistry, and so Dr. Haochuan Mao is an expert in spin, measuring spin, controlling spin in molecular species. But that also applies to things like MRI. Your MRI comes from nuclear spin and studying those nuclear spins, and that's what we're talking about right now. Adding contrast agents, what it's actually measuring, and the answer is water content in the body as it aligns in a magnetic field and gets oscillated. Jump in the car, stay on the bottom while we play NARC as fast as we possibly can. So if you guys have questions, actual education, how was your night? How was your stream? I hope you guys are having a good time. That guy can slow down cars, so maybe press up or down or kill him, whatever. There you go. Jump back in the car, get going.
That's funny.
Cuddle puppy disclaimer. No need to make spin me right round jokes. We have made the 80s music. Haochuan needs a theme song for his research group, and I think we found it tonight. So I've never seen that dude hit a car. Yeah, that's Joe Rockhead, and he can stop a car with his body. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good stream. Thank you for joining us. We're closing out the night with NARC. Haochuan's beating it as fast as possible. Ooh, interesting question from Secret Asian. Would the universe feel fundamentally different if nuclei had no spin? Or spin mostly something humans notice because of technologies we built around it? That's interesting.
Can you repeat the question again?
And so would the universe feel different if nuclei had no spin? I think it's a go left. You're going to hit that silver card slot. So...
Wow,
that is
that's a good...
yeah. Does nuclear spin affect bonding? No, it doesn't for the most part, right? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen would still behave the way they do. I don't know. I don't.
I think hydrogen matters because like deuteron, like a kinetic isotope effect.
Yeah, but that's mass.
That's mass,
right?
but not spin. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so spin is a weird thing here. We use the word spin and we think about Newtonian like a top spinning.
This is a very good
But
question.
quantum spin is a very different... How do you explain quantum spin? I mean, we use the word spin. You're going to shoot these guys with bullets at close range. One of them's going to... Green card. Oh, speed strat. That's excellent time. You're on an awesome pace.
Wow.
Keep going.
That's very... How do you describe the quantum spin?
Yeah.
Yeah, the quantum is sometimes you can think about it as like a discontinuity, like you have discrete levels instead of a continuum. Like for instance, a Newtonian spin, you can spin faster and slower with a different speed, but it's a continuum rather than like a discrete. You can only have a, let's say, spin left or spin right, two possibility. I think that's one distinguishing.
Do you think quantum mechanics or the rationale in general would benefit from a word other than spin? Because spin has a Newtonian definition. Would it be better described as something else? Or is spin good enough?
Oh, yeah, I never thought about this. Is a very good question.
That's what we try to do. We live our lives in Newtonian world and we try to frame quantum in Newtonian space, and we can't.
I think one way to think about spin is because it somehow has this magnetic effect, and then in the Newtonian world, if you think about,
So you're gonna, yep, through that door. You have all these cards until you get to Mr. Big. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I think if you think about that, the spin kind of describes, if the word of spin kind of describes this oscillatory. This is how I understand it. Describe this oscillatory
Nope, hit the
motion or periodic motion, and somehow everything that relates to spin is can have a magnetic field effect. It's related to the magnetic field. You can think about nuclear spin can generate a tiny magnetic field. So does the electron spin. So that's kind of a Newtonian kind of connects the Newtonian world and the quantumness. That why we describe electron and nuclear spin using the word spin instead of something else. I think it relates to magnetic field, tiny magnetic field those
Yeah, that makes sense.
particle generates.
Contra said, so it might be better to visualize it as toggling frames rather than continuous motion. Interesting.
Yeah, I actually wish I wish I could learn a lot of those physical concept in different language, because a lot of those sign.
All right, so you're gonna shoot him with rockets. So tapping, yep, just spam the heck out of that A button. So I would get closer to the center and just shoot that rocket back and forth. Kill the guys on the screen. You're pressing a little too hard. Yep, a little gentler. There you go, that's one. So you need to hit him 2 more times. Eclipse 56, yeah, but I was saying that spin is fundamental to particles. Yes, but is spin the best word to describe?
Yeah, the word is about how you describe things.
Yeah. That's like spin is such a fun concept in physics too. So I sit on these like candidacy exams and these committees for like astrophysics and particle physics as well. But like in astrophysics, like there's a disproportionate number of left-handed universes versus right-handed. And so that's a very real spin tangible thing. And then all of a sudden we're talking about electron spin in this same nomenclature. And it's just, it doesn't seem like a good description for what it actually is. But I don't know. No, that's funny clips.
I think
The NASA tag, that's fun.
I think we need to read more.
Go to the top of the screen, jump rocket. Oh, that's it. Rockets to the face. All right, go run away to the right. So you're going to use bullets on him now. Jump, 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 get going. Holy crap, that was quick. You are not messing around tonight. All right, turn bullets, strafe up and down. Get some distance, turn bullets. More bullets, run away. Holy crap. Keep run away. Get some distance. We are flying, ladies and gentlemen. No. Keep going, get some distance, get a little lower.
Oh
It's
no!
on you. Run right. It's fine. You got this. Stay between those black lines. Sorry, we're going fast. All right, go right. Go to the door. Holy crap! Haochuan is flying through NARC, flying through Mr. Big. Whoa, is right. All right, one more level. Civil forfeiture the level.
Oh
We are
wow!
getting
My
through
heart
this.
is pumping.
Press right. You don't need any of this gold. Get to the door.
24 car.
That's all we're doing. We're getting to the gold. Let's do it. Holy crap. All right. 13 minutes and 45 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put this in chat so I have this number available to me.
Wow.
Wow. That was a really fast Mr. Big fight. Do you know what? Oh, you got to put your initials in now. Or do you put your last name? You got 3 letters.
Yeah.
What do you do on arcades? What do you do? Initials?
Maybe last name then. I prefer initial.
Wow.
It's okay.
Literally hacking. Holy crap.
Do I do N?
And that's it. 13 minutes and 45 seconds. That is a remarkable time. Holy
my
cow.
heart was pumping.
So I'm going to add you to the list. Let's get your time in there. 13:45. There we go. You are stream number 125, I want to say. And that puts you at number 2 on the scoreboard.
Oh wow.
That is number 2 on the leaderboard. If you guys want to see, man, let's
Now you guys know how much game I played.
it really paid off here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. There's the leaderboard. Tommy Usek 12 minutes and 14 seconds.
Linguistics. I like
Yep.
linguistics.
And so Haochuan Mao will be number 2 on this list when I update the ordering at 13:45, and then Christian Hubicki at 14:23. Oh, fun update. So Christian Hubicki from Mechanical Engineering, he's been on 3 seasons of Survivor, the show. And so he was on this season. This is like the, I don't know, 50th episode or 50th anniversary or something. But he got voted off halfway through. So Christian, he has number 2 in well, number 3 now that Haochuan has beat him. So congratulations. Dan Hallinan last week flying at 15 minutes, but congratulations. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, backstories, a lot of interesting personalities on stream. So good times.
Good time indeed.
It means Dr. Mao has to go on Survivor.
We'll see how it goes.
I can't see any other natural explanation of how we deal with this
After I
situation.
get tenured.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to win. Or get really good at linguistics so Tommy Usick has nothing to fall back on. But congratulations. Holy crap. 13:45. How you feeling?
Time. It's fun. It's fun.
Wow, Secret Asian just requested a factoid.
What factor did I learn?
Oh man, what do you have to share? Oh, so Lori had a question. Theme songs for research group. Does the Hansen group have one? Yes, Cuddle Puppy said Bop by Hansen. Believe it or not, when I was in my second year of professorship, like the College of Arts and Sciences was doing this PR stint where they'd send a list of questions. And one of the questions to my group was, what's your theme song? And I asked my group and they said Bop by Hansen. Are you familiar with this song?
No.
It's from like 1990s, maybe early 2000s. It's like this super upbeat song about dying alone. And so my joke was, that's our theme song. I don't know what that says about us, but yeah, that happens. Anyway, sorry.
So, the factor I had in mind
Yeah, let's
was
hear it.
actually that question. like a classical computer actually relies on quantum mechanics.
Underappreciated.
Yeah.
Quantum computing, even classic computing, is quantum computing.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so the classical computer relies on zeros and one, which are made of billions of transistors. That's actually made of silicon. But to understand the silicon, to make those transistors out of silicon requires the knowledge about quantum mechanics, where you have discrete levels or bundles of discrete levels, so that you can have what people call it. You have 2 bundles. One of them is filled with electron. The other one is filled with is empty, and it only conduct electrons when you kind of dope the material so that you create extra level, and then you apply voltage to make it conductive. So that being conductive or non-conductive gives you 0 and 1, but those level structure actually is completely quantum mechanics. Yeah, so without understanding quantum mechanics, you cannot have such a small computer on your phone, like in your hand.
So you can legitimately say that your cell phone is a quantum computer. Not the new definition, but it does rely on quantum and tunneling and whatnot. All right, Eclipse had one final question. Wait, there's asymmetry and chiral particles in the universe. Do you know this answer? Because I
don't know.
So I've discussed this with astrophysicist David Collins, and so I don't think that is known, right? We don't know the chirality of all molecules in the universe, but we know the helices of various different universes. Like every universe has a chirality associated with it. It is not 50-50 left and right-handed. There is a bias in the universe, and it's not clear where that came from. And so extending that to even our Earth, right, there's a bias in left-handed and right-handed molecules, and at least in biological creatures, right? We have a DNA handedness, we have a protein handedness. It matters, the handedness of things, and we don't know where that came from. And so there's a lot of hypotheses about chiral inorganics, but like when you have a 50-50 chance, one of them wins and that just propagates, and that's it. Like we don't understand. And it could be as simple as like circularly polarized light off of a supernova biased us one way or another, and all of a sudden we all exist in one-handedness, which is crazy. or sorry, not universes, solar systems and galaxies. Galaxies within the universe, we have different chiralities of galaxies and solar systems. Like whether they circulate left or right, most of them are planar disks, but they have a handedness to those disks, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, sorry, I used the word universe. I apologize. I'm too delirium tremens in, which is the medical description of withdrawals from alcohol 48 to 72 hours after withdrawal, which causes hallucinations and shivers and fevers and all sorts of stuff. And so, yeah.
Right. It's a fun time.
Yeah, no, we dove deep at the end. after a 1345, let's talk about the universe and like that's like really fundamental questions that we do not know where handedness came from. Toilets, exactly. If you're in Australia, the toilet goes a different way, which is not true either. That's actually it has to do with the shape of the toilet bowl and has nothing to do whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. So we'll debunk that as well. All right, we're going to close out the night. We are at 11:04. If anyone has suggestions on who we should raid, throw those in chat. We're happy to bring our viewers elsewhere, preferentially education-related streamers. But yeah, we had a great time tonight. Haochuan, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me. Short-term notice, our previous guest canceled, so Haochuan stepped in, and he was happy to play a few games for the first time tonight.
It's fun.
Haochuan, any parting words for the audience?
Parting words, yeah. I'm really having fun, and I'm really having fun with the audience interactions. I learn from audience as well. So thank you guys for the interactions, and thank you guys for joining the chat.
Always appreciated. Your comments are great. Thank you again. This is the last stream of our spring semester, at least the ones that I've scheduled. Our next guest is to be determined, Dr. to be determined. I don't know who it's going to be. So I'm gone next Wednesday and the Wednesday after. I'm in Brazil hanging out with my wife and going to a conference at the Inter-American Photochemical Society. But hopefully we'll be back on May 27th with our next guest who is to be determined. I'm not going to lie to you. I have to send out a lot of emails to find people, 1, that are available, 2, that want to talk science, 3, that want to talk science while playing video games. And so the Venn diagram of those individuals is non-trivial, so I have to email a lot of people. But I hope to have somebody lined up for May 27th and do every other Wednesday throughout the summer. But I will keep you guys posted. If you're not following Discord or Twitch or whatever we have available, follow it now. You'll get notifications about future streams. If you're not following the stream, we will let you know. Follow us and you'll get notifications. So yeah, we're going to do our best. Absolutely. We will post a VOD. Also check out our YouTube channel. All the full streams are available on our YouTube channel. So with that, we're going to close out the night. Outstanding night. We played through some Solstice for the first time. We journeyed. We played some Dragon Ball Z, not only on the Game Boy Advance, but also on the GameCube. And then we closed the night with a remarkable time on NARC, really fast run through it. So we really appreciate that. But yeah, it's you guys that make the stream a lot of fun. We love the questions. We love the interactions. It is an amazing experience. Stick around. We're going to raid somebody, but hopefully we'll see you in, I guess that's 3 weeks on May 27th. We hope to be back with another guest. So thank you all. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you then.
Thank you.